Hey, collective. We're gonna read out of this hoodoo book again to see what in the hoodoo is going on. It irritates my nerve when people say voodoo. Like, honey, listen, you better know what the fuck is fucking you up. But it definitely ain't voodoo. It's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hoodoo, who did it? You'll find out when it come out in the wash. You can pick it out just like that. Oh, that was that motherfucker there, that motherfucker there. Oh, that was that bitch. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that was that motherfucker. For real. Shit fucking goldfish. Stupid as fuck. This is stupid, ain't it? Everything that's going on, ain't it? That's how you know God ain't nowhere in it. Mm-mm. No, it's too stupid. For a long time now. Ain't no way in the fuck I'd be a leader. If I was the president of America, ain't no way in the fuck. It's just simple shit. Like, why would you allow a whole bunch of people, if people are getting attacked for reading tarot, they're not going to attack you when you're not telling the truth. They'll laugh at you because you're off target. When you're telling the truth, that's when they come against you. Just like the first line, it's like valuables. America just let valuables sleep in cars, abandoned buildings. I mean, so stupid. And pay hella money for CIA, stuff like that. But they so programmed that if you don't, we listen. We don't need nothing that come from God. No, we just under God. Indivisible and invisibility. Divisibility and invisibility. We together, but not really. Just act like you ain't never seen nothing. Okay? Now, what we do recognize is universities, colleges, programs, and things of that nature. You be like, what? 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 What is you talking about? So you see how it's cheap. Spend like American people think exactly the same way. Spend all the money in the world on their car. Go make sure that motherfucker got the oil change. Make sure that motherfucker got the car wash. Make sure that motherfucker is them speakers crispy. Make sure that motherfucker's tire is it winterized or the lack thereof or all winter or weather purpose tires. Make sure that honey throw some tint on that bitch. Get some rims on it. Put some eyelashes on it. Ooh, kind of shit. No, for real. When it comes to their soul, church may be offering some type of religion. However, their love and concern is all based on materialism. Don't think too much about their heart, soul, and mind. And everything else is, if it's the heart, they're gonna go cardiovascular. You need a cardiovascular doctor. What circumcision of the heart? What you got, heart disease? We gonna have to cut around it. You see, when it comes to the mind, go give you something for that, so you can start moving around so much. Sit still, or go to work and sit still. The soul, honey, they don't know. They don't know. Mm-mm. No. As long as you got body parts that get you where you need to go to pay some money to get something done. It's true. Ain't no way in the fuck all these women for real telling you exactly what's going on. They'll go the cheapy route. Just listen to you for free. Because you're not relevant. However, without your voice or without you telling them, they're users and abusers and misusers. And they'll just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it until they get all the answers and the information they need. Then they discard of you. And then wonder how they keep getting in these pickles. You see? If J.P. Morgan said it is not millionaires that need astrologers, It is billionaires that need astrologers. Why the fuck wouldn't you have certain people that you know is giving you juice, punch, chicken, crackers with cheese, grapes, strawberry, scrimps, scampies that died, lobster tail, crab, yeah, all that shit, all that shit. Honey, listen, be patriotic and shut the fuck up, and then they'll discard of you after you get killed off by the Africans or the Mexicans or whoever the fuck is over here that don't like when people tell the truth about what the fuck they doing. It's real crazy. Big mama. My big mama. Like to sit on the sideline and benefit from the front line. The front line get killed off, they discard them and move up some more in the ranks to the front line. Y'all know all about it. Then they do surveillance and that you don't know that people got access to you because you ain't got access to nobody. And they could do that based on your birth chart, knowing that you're going to read tarot or do something like that. So they want to test your skill set. Doing all kind of shit to you without your knowledge. Nothing that God would approve of, yet they say they one nation under God. They lying. They lying. One nation under tyranny and gins and hella mental illness and soulless, untethered beings. They just terrorize people, and people constantly go and think that the restraining order comes with handcuffs and a gun. They be better off. Because any of their paperwork ain't gonna do shit for you. Unless the people back in it is one hell of a police. The white privilege is crazy. So what's the nigga privilege? White privilege is nigga privilege because those are the ones that want to be white. Everybody want to be white. So you just say white privilege, you see. Why? I do not know. I really don't. Dr. Grant. He keeps coming up, Dr. Grant. Let's see what Dr. Grant got to say. Dr. Sadie, honey. They got his ass killed quick, didn't they? Because he came with cures. Scarcity tactics. That's what they really is. One nation under scarcity tactics. Father of coins. One nation under scarcity tactics. With no liberty and no justice for all. Big Mama again. And these are the soulless beings. Dr. Grant, 50. But he, Jesus, would withdraw to desolate places and pray. Luke 5:16, duckweed. Dr. Grant is shown in solitude, Dr. Grant is shown in solitude, picking herbs and roots in the swamps of Louisiana. Dr. Grant was a Protestant conjure doctor from New Orleans. Unfortunately, the details of his life are unknown, of course. By the time Zora Neale Hurston interviewed Dr. Grant and others in the 30s, many conjure doctors were using herbs and other supplies from catalogs. Dr. Grant, however, was a proud swamper who preferred to do things the old-fashioned way by gathering what he needed in the wild. Dr. Grant reminded Hurston of a few critical but often forgotten lessons. Believe in one's limitless power, petition spirits unequal to man, know more than one way to get a job done, and acknowledge that no two people or jobs are alike because a remedy that works for one person may not work for another. Very true. It's the same with whoever you do business with because everybody is different. In the hair industry, you can't go to 3 people and get the same hairstyle. You just can't. If you show a picture, you're not about to get that same hairstyle. You could change, a stylist can change the hairstyle just by being a different height, hands being a different size of the stylist that did it previously. They want you to do it just like. It's not possible. Just based on composition of the person. It alters the blueprint immediately. When someone else does it, they're not going to do it that way. They come with a blueprint. 2. Dr. Grant was highly sought out for his abilities. In some cases, was paid more than $100, an exorbitant amount of money for the time. When Dr. Grant appears in a reading, it may indicate the necessity for some alone time to recharge. Specifically, it may recommend solitude and nature to reflect and listen. This is more important now than ever as we constantly are accessible to others via technology. While this may be convenient, it is also a tremendous burden as we have little time to clear our heads and just be without earbuds blasting in our ears, a zillion advertisements or logos flashing before our eyes, or social media alerts pinging for us to engage with the world again. They won't stop, so you must make a conscious decision once in a while to make it stop. Let's be clear, this card is not about just sitting in a park for a few minutes looking at pretty trees, flowers, or squirrels before you get back online. No, it's about considering the essence of that tree, those flowers, and the squirrel, and how you're connected to them. It's about perceiving the interrelationships of all things to the other and the extraction of power from fundamental reality. For it is from the comprehension of source that knowledge may be assessed and distilled. Remember, if you take something from Mother Nature, don't forget to give something biodegradable to her and her creatures in return. This card may also indicate that you're seeking knowledge and you're ready to take things to the next level. It's time to seek guidance from a worthy teacher. If you receive Dr. Grant in a reading, do you understand the importance of alone time? Maybe it would be better to stay at home tonight. Silence is golden. Focus on finding out the truth. Be in the world, not of it. Pay more attention to your guru or spiritual counselor. Did you really consider the advice you received about that issue? It's okay to take a break from him, her, them, or that to reevaluate things. Meditate more. Follow your inner voice. If you could find that motherfucking issue. It's work, I tell you that. 95. Another one. Sesame, Father of Coins. The Father of Coins displays a genie lamp, Jan, an incense burner, and a mason jar oil lamp with the mystical name of Allah inside to attract prosperity. That's what they say. Orientalism was I didn't know that. Jinn, genie, honey, same damn thing. Was very fashionable during the Orientalism was very fashionable during the 19th century and early 20th centuries. Among the general populace, and especially among occultists, while headscarves, tignons, and turbans were certainly not new to the Black American population, some root workers began to wear more elaborate Karnak-style turbans to attract customers. It was also during the same time period that more Black Americans became interested in researching and studying their Islamic, Moorish, East Indian, and Asiatic heritage. The father of coins is a personification of a wealthy, successful businessman. On the positive side, he is an efficient leader, responsible, disciplined, reliable, enterprising, lucky, and focused on abundance. On the negative side, he is a classist, a show off, a braggart, makes bad investments, has gambling problems, will resort to questionable or illegal activity to make it, or is susceptible to get rich quick schemes. In a reading, if it doesn't appear or represent a literal person with these qualities, then he represents these attributes. Big Mama. So you need some alone time for the swindlers that's out this motherfucker, the gens. They're coming after people's platforms. So if you got a YouTube, just do your YouTube. There's no need to change to anything. People just don't want to face the reality that they got this motherfucker surrounded. You feel me? Everybody act like they're exempt. Like, where at? Please tell me where. I'll wait. Because I can't wait to hear this kind of shit. Free. Yeah, you got to start over. People going to have to start over. They is. And you got to be real careful with your words because God, Allah will test you. Yeah, man, you got to be, you talk that stuff, Jesus, 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 tarot is evil, da, da, da. That's when you go in sweat, cold sweat. Well, I wake up in a cold sweat. And you say, why am I thinking about tarot cards? Get the tarot cards. And you can't get no peace about it kind of situation. Call you to the carpet for everything you saying about somebody else. Like you better, or like they evil and you're not. Once you put a law in a box, you're going to get tested real tough. Real tough. I'm telling you. You can take it or you can let it alone. You just got to be careful with your words because he's going to test you. You say, oh, I'm God's favorite. I'm chosen. This and this and that. Oh, really? Keep on here kind of shit? No, for real. Big Mama, the son, I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelt first in your grandmother, Lois, I say Cora, or Grammy, or Flozell, and your mother, Eunice, and now I am sure dwells in you as well. I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelt first in your grandmother. What's your grandmother's name? And your mother. What's your mother's name? And now I am sure dwells in you as well. 2 Timothy 1:5. Plant the sunflower. Big Mama is holding a plate of homemade cornbread with the sun shining brightly behind her. She wears a skeleton key as a necklace to symbolize her all-encompassing wisdom. Big Mama is a term of endearment for the matriarch of one's family. It is an acknowledgement of her wisdom, strength, authority, leadership, skills, and ability to nurture multiple generations. Traditionally, all elders of both genders were to be respected for these qualities, but no one is bigger than Big Mama. Did y'all call your grandma? I call my grandma Big Mama. As the caregiver of so many children and the transmitter of family history, lore, and spirituality, she is the family's jewel and guiding light. Today, Big Mama's role in many families is not as prominent as it used to be before desegregation. As Black Americans increasingly interacted with ethnic groups that were more youth-oriented and patriarchal, the ethical, hierarchical, and conceptual foundation of the community started to shift. Also adding to this altercation all the time. Also adding to this alteration of thought was the movement away from the church. It was there that the values of their forebears were reinforced, celebrated, and discussed. Often it was your Big Mama or someone else's that you knew well or were kin to who also held the prestigious title of Mother of the Church. Like the sun, the matriarch is a warm, centralized force without whom growth would be impossible. When you receive Big Mama in a reading, you better believe that no matter how dark it is now, the light is coming and everything is going to be all right. Big Mama may also be speaking about being willing and able to share your glory, your light, and your power with others. This is not the time to lay low. This is your time to shine. So Dr. Grant is saying, stay in. The father of coins is a gin, a merchant, trying to sell you something every 5 minutes. Honey, swindle you, do whatever. Because we're going to go to the negative. We're going to go to the dark polarity because we're in a dark age. Even though it's supposed to be the golden age, Big Mama style. It ain't. We stuck. Yep. So be careful. That solitude may be just you by yourself. I don't know. Because Big Mama saying let it shine. So if you don't let it shine, you better be protecting yourself because people are attracted to your light. And they try to pull up on you with their bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Do you fear being brilliant or successful? What is being highlighted? It's okay to be the center of attention sometimes. What does enlightenment mean to you? Take a personal day from work. Who are the important players in the situation? Am I exhibiting a positive attitude? Reputations matter. It's time to celebrate. Confidence is the best cosmetic. What do you need to do to look and feel your best? Some of y'all need to shampoo your hair. Ain't it something? Just getting along with yourself in peace, let alone a whole bunch of people in your business and you don't even know what they talking about. People spend a lot of time in everybody's business outside of their own, and that just mind blows me. Just like, damn, like how can you be more interested in somebody else's life more than your own? You hate yourself that much, you hate your life that much. That's that smash it, start over, villain, weird shit. And got a whole slew of motherfuckers you done created. What you mean smash it and start over? If you gonna do that, make sure you go kill all them motherfuckers so nobody gotta deal with that. Cause that's you. You did that. It don't matter who you ended up with. It don't matter what witchcraft they had on you. Don't none of that really matter in the grand scheme of things. Clean it up. That's all you gotta do. So when they come following you, fucking with you, doing shit to you, then you can handle it the way that it need to be handled. And don't walk away with no bad ass reputation linked to some shit that you feel like you could just, smash it and start something else over here. No. Some people that operate like that more than likely need solitude. So you should think about what the fuck you gotta do. Nine of baskets. Nine of baskets. Just wanted to come up in reverse, but we're gonna hit it like that. I don't even know if it's safe to go on, take yourself on a picnic or some shit like that. Look like some alligators or some crocodile head in one of these motherfucking baskets. For real. Son of baskets. Looking for children again. Some weird nasty ass pedophile motherfucker. For real. You see that? Don't that look like a alligator or crocodile? These motherfuckers are lost their mind. For real. Disconnected from God. And they want you to get disconnected from God so they can take advantage of you. They hate God. That's their whole problem. They just blame it on the country, just anything when it's ultimately God. Some shit about to be exposed in the legal system concerning y'all. Y'all got anything in the judicial system? You about to be exposed. Stupid ass shit. Over and over again, honey. Seven of Knives. We're gonna put that there and see what's all about. That's what I was looking for, that John Horse. Because he showed himself on the bottom of the deck. They try to make you feel sleepy and sluggish and just heavy because it's just people around. You know, you're like, listen, can you back the fuck up? You breathing on my fucking neck. Like you're making my cat go into seizures. I know you don't care, but bitch, I do. Can you back the fuck up some? Yeah, you bitch. Hoes be thinking they the hardest motherfucker on the planet. That's how you know something wrong with them. You couldn't be. You feel me? But God, bitch. Get a grip. Marigold. I read this yesterday, huh? No, I didn't. They use marigold or something else I read yesterday. This card shows an aerial view of 9 baskets filled with a few items that represent what most human beings desire: cash and jewels, financial security and wealth, books, knowledge, gator head protection, rabbit's foot, good luck, old-fashioned biscuits, nourishment and familiarity, bottle of wine, intoxicant. So that's what they want: creature comforts. You see why I say you got to be careful? Everything inapplicable, and you have to do your shit how you do your shit. If you could get sun in a safe place, where being in your car, just being out here wide open like that, people are weird and they want what you got: your cash, your jewelry, the books. You hear me? Why you gotta carry some form of protection. They want your good luck. They want your nourishment and familiarity. So there's people that want your energy that think they know you. They want intoxicants, sunflowers, warmth, and good times. These are the same people that stabbed you in the back. They want to travel. They want a passport. Maybe limited or restricted in their travel. So you see how they get the bucket. You see why John the horse came out. Let's see what the upside down. Materialistic. People, greed, lack, people who are never satisfied. Gluttony, spoiled brats, feeling unfulfilled, narcissists, smugness, overindulgence, shattered dreams, shallowness, and hedonism. Just out their fucking mind. They want your dreams fulfilled. They see you fulfilling your dreams, which is really fulfilling the purpose that God has in your life to do what He needs you to do. You a worker, be don't get comfortable. That's it. They mad at that. You got plenty, so it looks like. They can live in the hill and you can live in the shanty, but if you look happy, then they coming for you in the shanty. It's just like, wow, what's up with that palace though? It's too cold for you? You want warmth, energy. I get it. So you want to come here to get energy and then go back to where you had to get away from here kind of shit? Oh, I see what you do. Art appreciation, into some artwork y'all got. Want to steal that. Wishes that come true. Sensuality, rewards, hitting the jackpot. Happiness, pampering, the finer things in life. Financial security, prosperity, attaining your heart's desire, gratitude, and making it. Talking about making it. Like, you know what? I can't. Shallow as hell. I was thinking about when I used to have a regular life, when I was just, regular, day-to-day reality. I was realizing how simply I lived and how I was able to maneuver because I lived so simply. It wasn't difficult. Sometimes people just do too much that they can't handle. They take on too much, bite off more than they can chew. You gotta know what you can do. Don't be sitting up here following people. You be fucked up. I'm trying to tell you. You gotta know what the fuck you can do. Because if not, honey, baby, down goes Fraser. May pop. Some may pop off with y'all children. They trying to still get children. I'm telling you. I saw a lady today hold her little baby hand. I was glad to see it. I just kept saying, you better hold that baby hand. You better hold that baby hand. You better hold that baby hand. And I said, that's fucked up. You're the world where you can't even let your child run a little bit ahead of you. Or run all the way ahead of you. Literally, like, why even? Why even? You can't do nothing. And you end up living a life of a nervous wreck. The son of baskets is depicted as a little boy collecting maypop flowers near Cumberland Falls in Kentucky, called the Niagara of the South. Cumberland Falls was considered sacred by many Native Americans. I read this, didn't I? Some of y'all children may be a little bit too immature. Y'all sons, gullible, innocent, undiscerning, avoids responsibility, and is completely detached from reality. May play a lot of video games. Think they can just get out the car and then start over, go back with you. You see what I'm saying? And they know that. They set them up for that. They usually get them through them PS4s, PS5 games. I'm trying to tell you. Hmm. Real idealistic, inquisitive, unafraid of intimacy or commitment. Just because that's how you raise them, and that's good. However, that's not the world you live in, and it's not a lot of room left for people like you and I. Great sense of humor, like to laugh. That's how they got my son. John Horse, 36. And that weird dude, the baby daddy, he used to call himself a slave named John. He might have been a slave named John, for real. He did. He used to channel this slave named John. And I knew it. I was like, "What's up, John?" He said, he talked just like a whole nother person. But it was a slave, and he named him John. I ain't lying. Where there is no, this is the Emperor card. Where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. Proverbs 11:14. Planet Cyprus. John Horse is seated calmly on his throne. He has a rifle strapped to him. He's clutching a knife in one hand until the other hand is balled into a tight fist. He's ready for anything. However, John's most powerful weapon arguably is the prophet Abiyaka, who is busy summoning spirits to keep the community safe. Abiyaka's clan totem, the Black Panther, is poised for a vicious attack against anyone who dares to challenge them. John Horse, 1812 to 1882, aka Juan Caballo, was born into slavery in Florida. Not much is known about his early life, but he became a leader of the Seminole Indians and participated in the Second Seminole War, which prior to the war in Vietnam was the United States Army only non-victory. In addition, in 1849, John Horse led the largest escape of enslaved people to freedom in U.S. history. He also founded free settlements from the runaways in Oklahoma and Mexico. By the time of his death, John Horse had fought against the French, the Americans, and the hostile Indians working in conjunction with the colonialists. What a colonist. Colonizers. He avoided slave catchers, 3 wars, and several assassination attempts. These are but a few of this warrior's outstanding accomplishments. He defended free black settlements on 3 frontiers and was said to love children, whiskey, and his noble white stead American. The man who had been credited as John Horse's spiritual guide and mentor was a Creek medicine man and prophet named Abiyaka Hajo, aka Sam Jones. Sweet Jane John, pimpin' a hustler. Though Abiyaka was not as well known to the public as John Horse, he was no less important to maintaining the cohesion of the Seminole people. In fact, without Abiyaka's determination as a leader, many women, children, and elders would have been slaughtered. The Seminoles would not have a band in Florida this very day if it were not for him. Abiyaka's name is translated as crazy rattlesnake in English, but the Muskogee Creek word Abika is said to mean heap at the root. In the immortal words of Morpheus from the Matrix, fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony. When John Horse appears in the reading, you are being advised to take charge of whatever is going on in your life. This is not the time for self-doubt or weakness of any kind, for if you indulge those emotions too long, you are certain to lose more than you can imagine. The odds may be tough, but John Horse teaches us that no matter how great the odds are against you, victory is still achievable. When this card comes up, there is simply no other course of action but to get organized and be in charge full steam ahead. However, John Horse is also reminding you that even the greatest warriors require support. He is telling you that you may increase your chance of winning by having the right spiritual teachers in your corner. The ones they put under the bridge and being a bandos and that, so you can't do so much. Because that person needs the support of their country. And if they don't have the support of their country would just continue to lose messengers that are trying to guide them in a way that will leave them out of the destructive, wrathful nature that God has and will execute. I mean, how many times? Effective leadership requires wise counsel and up-to-date information. Are you following the right leaders or elders at this stage of your journey? What does your lineage mean to you? Do you know yours? How do you protect yourself from attack? Get organized and focus or prepare for certain defeat? Does this plan have a solid foundation? Do you have a problem with authority for its own sake? The law is on its way. The law is on its way. So somebody, the law is on its way. The system. Be careful, because they acting like they this and they not that. Stick to your regimen for best results. If you value comfort over security, things are about to get really uncomfortable. And they don't understand, when you're spiritually sensitive, everything matters. Everything. That's why most spiritualists handle it themselves. They real leery of support even. Cause it's honey, it's serious, honey. Don't touch that. This got to be that. Oh, why you do that to that? Stop. Kind of situation. And then they leave you. I'm under attack. I can't take a bath. So then when they see you improvise and you come up with something else, they know a nigga. A nigga gonna be resourceful. They like that cheap route. But it go spend money on cars and all this other weird shit that these motherfuckers will knock you in the head about. They take everything you can get your hands on to survive so that they can shut your mouth. Support where? Because if you a seer, you damn sure ain't getting support from your country, and stop fooling yourself. It's very true. Because this shit I'm living in, I know it to be true. Can't nobody tell me that it's not true. Can't nobody tell me, no, we really do care. No, the fuck you don't. Whoever it is, I'm looking at it for what it is. This is what they think about God's servants for real. I ain't talking chosen, because God uses whom he pleases. Allah will use whom he pleases. You are not special. You weren't born with no sugar on your booty or nothing. If he wanted to stop using me today and use somebody across the street tomorrow, he can do what he pleases. However, it goes to show you what this country thinks of people that work for God for real. Ain't playing, ain't here to shuck and jive with you. Like, do you know what it is to have to go into a mental hospital when I was channeling Uncle Bruce Lee? That ain't nothing but the energy of Allah. Allah is all, because they were killing bees. I don't know what it could be. They was killing bees by using honey to attract men. You see, okay, girl, you so worried about dick, you killing bees. I'm shaking. Stop killing the bees. Tears just streaming down my face. Guess what the Hindu doctors do? The Indians just, they write it all down. They go take it to somebody in government. And guess what? I'm going to get my ass sent right back to wherever I'm at, a hair salon or wherever. And I got to get back to work to pay this man him money. This is facts. Who the fuck is you niggas? Like, no, for real. This is how people feel about the one God. A tarot reader, a seer, whatever you want to call yourself. You know what you feel when you feel it. When you get them ants in your pants and you need to talk because God on your head. Where they got God at? Sleeping out your car, barely getting by, under a bridge, in a fucking abandoned building, some motherfucker where, possibly with dead bodies. Oh yeah, I done talked to seers with that happen. This is what America, they don't care. And this is why it looks like it looks. Because ultimately, that's how they feel about God. Real talk. This is real talk. That's why people tend to think people like me or anybody that's pious for real, humble for real, taking the stairs kind of situation. If it's somebody that's in a Christian mega church, big church, they fool you. That's where all the witches at. And then people be talking as Christians about tarot and this and that. God about to test you to your core, bruh. Like for real. Because they will fool the whole world into thinking black people have made it, or people have made it, or everything is good because the favor of God is on those people because of where they live at and what they drive in. You know, the ones that treat Allah like T Moo, I'm shopping like a bill of Lanier. They say they favor. Favor ain't fair. Just how they talk. To see me in a Honda living in an abando doesn't show the favor of God in this world. So it makes what you're saying null and void to a degree. However, motherfuckers with money and sense in their head will listen to me all day in order to maintain that which they have. I'm aware. It's bullshit, is what I'm saying. And we're not gonna be doing too many more. We ain't gonna be doing no Zodiacs no time soon. Zodiacs is too light-hearted. Like, you know, this is flurry shit. Just honey, whatever Allah guide me to say. Yeah. If you value comfort over security, things are about to get really uncomfortable. Stop whining and fight. Every Indian wants to be the chief. What does your father figure have to say about that? So do you know your lineage? Cause I be watching too. People be talking so strong, and how, you know, they think that Allah's tests are temporary. You know, okay, I went through that. That was terrible. So I know that was it. Honey, knock the bottom out again and again and again, if he got to see who's with and who is not. Because so many people play like they with and they are not. They want you to get disconnected so that they can take advantage of you so you can keep their little masquerade going. You're like, what? This is facts. So the creature comforts that you got, that's why you can talk how you talk. Allah gonna do something to you and then see if you can keep that same energy kind of situation. It's happening to people. The people are doing it to people. For real. I just know when people think that they've been tested or that they will be tested. And then now it's going to kind of be going like this kind of situation. I didn't get tested. I just got attacked. It wasn't Allah testing me. It was man attacking me because I live a very simple life. And more than anything, one prayer I stayed saying is, thank you, God, for just a place to lay my head. And I could have had plenty of money in the bank and the finest car in the fucking parking slot that I had. You understand me? Because I understood this could be taken away in the blink of an eye, because it always did get taken away in the blink of an eye. And it could have just been me being in life path 9. Just can't hold on to shit. So I just came to the resolve that I'm not going to. Because you'll lose your motherfucking mind. It'll start off with an earring. It'll start off with a ring. Anything I liked. Oh, baby, it's gone. It's gone. So why would I get attached to anything? Even people. You see? Because it's going to show you right away. Oh, this is really temporal. Okay, so what am I supposed to be doing? Then when you get to do what you're supposed to be doing, here come the attacks. Because they don't want you to be purposeful. They don't want you to work for God. And they want to tell you in what capacity you can and what they know about him. And he wouldn't choose you. And he don't work like that. And he did it. And you be like, what? What? The most I've ever prayed to Allah as far as material blessings is, I would say, Allah, can you please put it on the hearts and the mind of the people to reach out to me so that I can make an income today. That's it. Just, my cat snoring. just to be asking for stuff all the time. That's what your money for. Get what you want. You worked for it. He supplied the people. He supplied the gift. And he'll get an increase on it if you found doing what you purpose to be doing. At the time that you're supposed to be doing that, it's people that knock you off. They knock you off the path now. You don't even have a choice to walk off the path, honey. They knock you off. They do. Get up, give up that disconnection with God and come over here. It reminded me of when Halle Berry was giving Uncle Samuel that crack pipe in the crack house. Come here, get some of this crack. What? That's how I go. 1, 2, 6, 7 and 9. That's a 9. Just real superficial and weird. For real. 7 of 9, dogwood. A housewife is cooking a meal for her husband, but before she serves it, she must remove all the black cock feathers she placed in the soup to keep him faithful. It's a common practice for women to use menstrual blood and for men to use semen for the same purpose. Positive, strategic planning, a sincere apology, constructive criticism, reparations, confessions, lone wolves, and turning over a new leaf. Negativity, cheaters, thieves, spies, saboteurs. Just this shit that knock you off the path. Cheaters, thieves, surveillancers, saboteurs, sabotage your fucking whole world. Victimization, then play victim, spit it back at you, projected it, then say you doing something to them. Hidden agendas all the time. Conspiracies, theories, not facts. Betrayal all the time. Deception all the time. Con artists all the time. Liars all the time. Imposters all the time. Sneaking away, escapism all the time. Users all the time. Shameful secrets all the time. That's nothing but the devil. Shame and guilt. Shame and guilt. Okay, you human. Give yourself up and then keep on walking. Because this shit gonna turn uglier, just like Carl Young said. I'm just telling you. Dishonorable discharge. So they discharging this less soldiers they got. Finding out some crazy ass shit. Unethical behavior and people who pretend to be your friend. And this is on loner. It's telling you. You still gotta watch as well, so it's pray. And you gotta protect yourself. And yeah, they still attacking our teeth. You can use anything you want to. It ain't gonna work. It's unnatural. Your teeth is not hurting. Your gums are not hurting. No, they're doing shit. They got pretty bitches too. So they really think they better than you. If they see you on the feed and they look at you and say, oh, I'm prettier than her. Oh yeah, I'll kill that bitch. Kind of shit. Shallow in the worst way. Shallow in the worst way. One of the reasons they did some of this shit, put blood and stuff like that, I knew that having sex while on your menses would solidify stuff where you can't just easily take somebody away from their mate. For real. Putting it in food and stuff. However, they knew it. On some, you put your blood in there and I'm about to put my semen in there. Ain't nobody getting over nobody. I'm about sick of these bitches kind of shit. Ain't that something? Now, honey, they don't eat your spaghetti. And you be like, what? I did not know. A pimp told me. I swear. I'm like, you want something to eat? I made spaghetti. He's like, oh, I don't eat no one with spaghetti. Like, on some, don't you know better than to ask me? I'm like, what? My mother ain't told me no shit like that. And I ain't did no shit like that. What you talking about? This good. I put Italian sausage in it. Kind of shit. Honey. There could be blood in there. How I know? Blood? What? Okay. It can also uproot, get roots off of somebody. Yeah. Yep. When you have sex on your menses, it keeps people faithful. When they're gonna get pulled and tossed and all that. When you got pure intentions, ain't no stupid shit. Or to reverse roots off of you. For women, it's helps with menstrual cycle, menses. Yeah. Like these weird bitches like this. Why you doing this? Why you gonna do that for? Like for real. What you doing that for? It's just a bunch of shit that you don't got nothing to do with. Just like me going to get my nails done. I don't know these motherfuckers. I really don't. I don't know nobody. You walk into a nail salon, now you in an all-out beef with a whole race of people you don't even know, and it ain't even in your blood. You see what I'm saying? Just because you black. Bitch, I don't need to give you my money for you to talk crazy to me in another language. Why you just don't tell me how you feel in English, bitch? So I will know what to do. You playing the game. I ain't playing no motherfucking game. You do something, a service, I pay you. Or this little extra shit, ain't nobody asking for that. Am I correct? Immature in the worst fucking way. Then you bring children and all this other weird shit into this shit. I don't know you, bitch. Why the fuck you gonna tell me you telling this the bitch, she don't even do my nails. She tell her Vietnamese daughter not to call niggas. I told her, don't say niggas. Don't call it nigga. Why you talking to me? I'm just trying to get this. And if he would do it, I wouldn't even have to be bothered. Why are you telling me that? I do not give a fuck. And who do you work for? And what game is you running and playing? I don't know these motherfuckers. Literally looked in Google. It was the closest thing to where I was at. I do not know them. Why you acting like you know me though? And then do shit so you gotta go back and pay them. And it's weird. Weird, divisive, seedy, satanic, insane, bully, intimidation tactics, white supremacy, white privilege. Leprosy of the mind space. That ain't got shit to do with my nigga ass. Nothing. Like, oh, you're not gonna fight us with the nails we put on you. If you my enemy, then you're gonna get fought. If you not, then bitch, you ain't got to worry about it, not do you? You see? You see how you can scratch a line, find a thief? All scared to death of each other, but not the one who created us all. I wish the fuck I would be bothered. Honey, bitch, bye. Mother of baskets. You know, it's ridiculous. The fraudulence. And then act oblivious to their bullshit. You can't do shit no more. You just can't. Them bones. Yeah, you just can't. You got the father of baskets. Y'all got the mother, the father, and the child. This a lot of stupid shit. And the daughter. Oh, they fucking y'all up. See, a lot of tarot readers, they'll say you crazy because tarot readers get to going on a rant about Area 51 and all this old weird conspiracy shit. Because there's certain shit you listen to, and by you being a conduit or a Wi-Fi, so to speak, it's like bleeding out a line. You know, you gotta let air get out of some shit. They say you bleeding it out. That's what's coming out in it. And then sometimes they'll mix past lives with today, right here, right now. And they'll say, you got children, the government taking children. Da 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 da. It's not true. Prior in a past life, more than likely 100% true. That's why it's coming up as family. Mother of baskets, son of baskets, father of baskets, daughter of baskets. You see what I'm saying? So at times, yeah, they did do some shit. America is up to her neck. Above, she underwater. And even past life injustices. The people that just keep coming back. 500 years is a long motherfucking time. Even if you died at 100 each time, that's 5 times you came back. This could be your 5th run. And the 4th run, they could have took your whole motherfucking family and did the shit that they doing to me now. If I was to die right now, that would be something that they would have done. If I'm born again in this country, there's injustice that sits there that never was justified, rectified, nothing. It's tons of that shit. Tons of that shit. Then they go on the ramp with the spaceship come and get me. No, it did not. Black people just want to get the fuck out of here, and they want to find a way out of here. So they'll get to talking about things that are disconnected from reality. Beam me up Scotty kind of shit. And then they'll discredit you as a reader because they don't understand. They too carnal. And they really shouldn't be engaging in spiritual things because they don't understand. They just use you for the information to cover their own asses and to try to get around God. However, you can't get around him, over him, under him, or above him. So I don't know why they do that stupid ass shit. I guess it's the running game. Because you ain't going nowhere but in a circle. He see you. I'm just sick of mean people. I'm sick of frauds because I don't really be fucking with people. I really don't. You don't do nothing ignorant to me, then there's nothing to talk about. You know, service me, and then I don't went plenty places you ain't never heard me say shit. If a motherfucker keep doing ignorant ass shit, bitch, how do you know me? What are you surveillancing? Why are you surveillancing me? How are you able to? Why are you? You do not know me. What jurisdiction do you have to watch me if I never seen you a day in my motherfucking life? You understand what I'm saying? But this is the little Hollywood game they've been playing. With your birth chart, your business, shit you ain't never gave them permission to have or do anything with. You trying to get to know yourself. Damn, bitch, can you move over so I can see my birth chart, ho? You know your shit, you funky bitch. '86, yeah, '86, that bitch. And they always come with a race of people and can't nobody stand on their own 2 feet. So you just got to go find somebody else. And it's a waste of time. I don't like people touching me and getting to know people. I just don't. Because it's a waste of my time and my energy. I like to solidify things, but it's no way because everybody's a fucking fraud. It's true. And it's stupid as fuck. Plant wormwood. Y'all use that wormwood? Oh, you crazy. If y'all using wormwood and y'all homeless, you a maverick. And you need to watch your surroundings. For real, because you conjuring up some deep, old-rooted devil, demon, jinn motherfuckers. Humans, however, this that wormwood, this that root, this that under the soil, this that shit, what? You know, like, who is this nigga kind of shit? Yeah, be careful. I do it. So that's why I'm telling you to be careful because only people that's off the hook gonna do that. Chloe Russell was the first known author of a hoodoo dream book in the early 19th century and is depicted here as the mother of baskets. And be prepared to get a little sissy. Yeah, you're gonna get a little sissy. According to legend, Chloe was a Fulani woman born in 1745 who was abducted, see what I'm saying, from Africa at age 9 and enslaved in Virginia. After being freed by her captor, she worked for 30 years as a seer. There are doubts that Chloe ever existed, but that just adds to the mystery. Planetary magic squares have been popular with the occultists for centuries, and as root workers began to have more access to Western occult knowledge, many began to incorporate them into their work. This is the square of the moon. This one is the square of the moon. I wouldn't incorporate shit. I would have been more like Dr. Grant, which I am now. However, I wouldn't do that shit. I wouldn't incorporate shit. Let them have that over there, and you keep doing what you're doing over here, because they're gonna accuse you of something you already know that. The mother of baskets represents the archetype of the compassionate mother. On the positive side, she is empathetic, supportive, psychic, introspective, spiritual, intuitive, and loving. On the negative side, she is needy and emotionally unstable, impractical, a crybaby, or a pushover. In a reading, oh, that's the same thing. What y'all dealing with? You see, even the negative polarity would be them taking the father of baskets, taking the son of baskets, just making you imbalanced so you don't have a complete family. It's just a dirty world and a dirty game to make me say I never want to come here again. And that's just how I feel. The father of baskets sits on a boat displaying an abundance of fish on a string and a basket full of blue crabs. His boat is decorated with tiny mirrors and silver, either worn on one's person or attached to boats, were believed to bring good luck to fishermen. The father of baskets represents the archetype of the nurturing father and provider. On the positive side, he is kind, generous, diplomatic, tolerant, reliable, resourceful, honest, and wise. On the negative side, he is emotionally manipulative, moody, self-destructive, and deceptive. Now, if your divine fam was like, "Can you put your semen in here?" Then I put a little drop of my blood. We used to do that back in the day, though, with our finger, pinky, like do blood stuff when we was little. Remember, if you prick your finger, y'all remember that shit. Don't play with me. Same shit. Would you do that to keep him from becoming emotionally manipulative? Because that's what somebody would do. That's the negative side of him, where he was kind and generous, he would become emotionally manipulative and moody. Where he was diplomatic, he would become self destructive. Where he was tolerant, he would become deceptive. When he was honest, deceptive. Resourceful, he would become manipulative, emotionally manipulative to get what he wants for resources. Where he was reliable, he would be moody and be lying, saying he could do something, don't keep his word. You see how they rearrange him? So they did that so that they couldn't end up in the hand. You hear what they saying? Abduction, captors, all this shit. Like this literally been the business for a long, long, long ass time. And it's that got to the point where these motherfuckers really look at a nigga as a drumstick or a chicken wing. For real. Like a commodity on the market. They really do. You gotta be careful. For real. Fuck paranoid. Be careful. Cause they split up your families in the past life. This life, however, last lifetime, y'all had a daughter, a son, and you and your divine masculine. Some of y'all storyline was that. Y'all may be like that to this today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A boy, a girl, and y'all two. They split y'all up. Yep. Mm-hmm. For nothing, just to divide and conquer. Them bones, 77, more mystery like it used to be, 5. I knew this was a weighty deck. Do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. John 7:24. Plant Carolina buckthorn. A woman puts her hand over her mouth in shock at what the bones on the table revealed to her. Astrogalomancy, meaning divination using bones or dice, was practiced by indigenous American and African people. Divination with bones requires the reader to associate different things with each bone based on where and how they land. The bones of chickens and cats were the most commonly used, but other small and medium-sized animals were also acceptable. Contrary to popular belief, the choice of which animal to use was strictly up to each individual root worker. A set of them bones could include not only the remains of an animal, but also other items such as keys, seashells, and crystals. My mother used seashells, my spiritual mom. Like other forms of divination, all the items in a reader's set had clear associations, but it's a reader's innate talent that determines accuracy. When them bones appears in the reading, you are being reminded that it's time to focus on what you need rather than what you want. Most likely, you will have to make some tough choices. But if you're willing to put your ego aside and do what you have to do, the best possible outcome is guaranteed. Them bones may be reminding you that people are going to talk about you no matter what you do. So make sure that you remain in alignment with your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Acknowledge that no one escapes judgment, even if the judge is oneself. Them bones can also indicate that it is time for a more in-depth reading concerning a matter of great importance. This reading will provide relief and solutions to your problems. You be talking to me. It may be time for an honest self-assessment. What is your reputation? Are you still in alignment with it? I tell you, you gotta say, oh no, oh, you knocked me off the path. Let me get back over here. Because you ain't taking yourself off. That's what conscious awareness is about. You don't have time to be elusive. You don't have time to be misaligned. You don't have time to be inaccurate because you're going to sacrifice something. Don't get too comfortable. I'm trying to tell you. You got to look at shit for what it is instead of what you want it to be. And you should live simply so that you can keep better inventory of your life and those that are entering in and out of it. So you say, oh, you just knocked me on my path. Let me get back on here. Oh, you keep knocking me off of here. Oh, I can't wait till I get here. Kind of situation. If you want a fresh start, start fresh. The neutral position is no longer an option. See? That's them sideliners playing neutral. Cowardice is hell. Allah hates a coward, and I pray to God, and I know it to be so. I hate what Allah hates. I really, really do. Because stuff that I be seeing, it's just like, I cannot. And I be like, oh, okay, I ain't tripping. I hate certain stuff. Just hate it. Cowardice. Standing by the wayside, we ain't doing nothing. And then somebody just doing everything. You want to say, oh, well, why they didn't get to my stuff? What you come here for? And why you get all that stuff that you can't keep inventory and stock of it your goddamn self? You too busy peering over in somebody else's. The wicked man or woman runs when no one is chasing them. What you mean, chip the nail? It got to be Vietnamese. Who else is it? Somebody that worked with him? Come on, man. Cut the small time bullshit. I just told him how solid his work was. Now, attack, get it off so we can tack her nail beds. That's what they were doing to get more money out of me. To look at people that's getting Social Security checks and see, oh, okay, they only coming. Because a nail tech that understands will see, okay, this person is consistent. However, they only come every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks. However, they're consistent and they tip. So I'm going to do my job effectively because I know this to be my customer. Other people may come every week. Other people may come every 2 weeks. It doesn't matter. I never counted my clients' pockets. I did the best possible job that I could do so that when they went out of there, they were looking, that's me. That represents me. And a lot of times they would come back and I say, why are you here? Just to get a shampoo. Because their hair looks just the same. What you mean? What's all this old stupid shit? But I look down on a nigga. You don't know who I am. You don't know me. And I don't want to know you. Lady? The fuck? Do others need to know where you stand on that issue? If so, stop stalling and tell them, okay? Because they watching your ass. Tell them exactly how the fuck you feel. Fear who? Fear none outside of Almighty God Allah. And it comes to a point where you got to stop being neutral. Can't nobody, either you want to make money or you don't. Either you want to roll outside of the group or you don't. If you don't, then stop. Just put whites only. For real. Stop all this old stupid shit. I'm not laughing. I'm really not. It's cowardice. It's corny. It's immature. It's unrighteous. Miss Ida. This remind me of somebody that live in this house. There's some children in this house. They could be upstairs in they attic. I don't go up there. There's some children in this house. And let me tell you something. PA. Some of y'all from PA. And it's Pa though. Some of y'all fathers hipped y'all on to certain stuff. You better use and stop acting stupid. For real. Free man kind of shit. Burdens. 10 of sticks. And these are the pretty bitches. I guess they got doing work on y'all. They signed, sealed, and delivered. They theirs. It's disheartening, but I mean, it's like that's the route they took. The grandchildren. He was up the other day, wasn't he? They taking it back one time. There he is. If you a free man or woman, you don't have to be subjected to this stupid shit going on out here. People that sold, they sold. They are not free. I don't give a damn how pretty they are. Pa, the moon, and for the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon, Deuteronomy 33:14. A grandfather and grandson are sitting on the steps of the front porch, enjoying each other's company. The moon shines brightly above them. Grandpa has his Prince Hall regalia on, and his grandson is wearing a fez. This card reflects the fact that Black American men were once the most populous members of various secret societies and fraternal orders in the United States. The word moon has its origin in the Anglo-Saxon word mona, and it was associated with masculinity. In fact, this was also the case for the ancient Egyptians, Cherokee, Arabs, Mabokobis, Inuits, Teutons, Latins, and many others. Did I say Arabs? They may come as a surprise for many. That may come as a surprise for many, as the moon has been associated with femininity in the Western mind for quite some time. The gendering of objects as one of the other is not right or wrong, but instead merely reflects a culture's perspective on the nature of things. For the majority of matriarchal Black Americans, the moon may be a fitting symbol for the patriarchs of our bloodline in its entirety, or for our grandfathers. The moon is illuminated by the light from the sun, yet there is always a side that remains occult or hidden from view. Similarly, they hate when you go exoteric. They want you to stay esoteric. Secrets. I go exo all the time because none of it is theirs, and they don't lost their motherfucking mind. Similarity. It is common for people to know much more regarding the inner and outer lives of the women in their families than they do about the men. Though the moon appears to shine very brightly, sometimes it only reflects under 15% of the sun's light. It all depends on where the moon is on its journey, its phase, and the angles at which the sunlight hits. This is an analogous to the tendency of men to conceal their feelings and their desire to keep some aspects about what they've done or what they do private. The moon also is known to have a direct impact on the minds of people and the earth's tides. In other words, they essentially set the mood of the planet. The analogy here is obvious, as men are dominant in all affairs concerning law and order. It's also certainly no secret that the moods of most women are often dictated by what the men in their lives are doing or not doing. Most people are also more fearful of lunar associations than solar ones, as it is during the night when the moon is out that we are forced to face the music after we have done something wrong. Similarly, many of us shudder at the thought of our father being told about our naughty behavior and punishing us when he returned later that evening. Somebody about to get their ass whooped by their grandfather. I don't think they can't touch you because they can, and Allah will allow it. When Pa appears in a reading, you are being asked to consider that you might not know everything there is to know about the situation at hand. Not only that, but the details are possibly being purposely hidden from you. Most likely, there is no concrete proof that you're being deceived, but you undoubtedly sense something is wrong. Pa may also be trying to tell you that sometimes you must seek truths that have been intentionally veiled or obscured by darkness to protect them. Everyone knows the most valuable and precious items are kept out of reach from casual browsers or lazy thieves who don't want to do the work to attain them for themselves. This is why our money, jewels, and other precious things are kept in boxes, vaults, and other secure, inconspicuous locations where they will be safe. So it is with certain knowledge as well. My great grandfather was killed. He had it in it. They killed him anyway. They don't care. Took his money. Another meaning of Pa could be highlighted the necessity to get treatment for anxieties or depression or to face your fears. Seek clarity. If you receive pioneer reading, consider the following. You might be being deceived by someone. You are in danger of delusional thinking. That's what people say about tarot readers. That's why I said be careful, because they don't understand carnal things, and they always trying to trap you up, and they always trying to discredit you, and they always want to say you crazy and this and that. They do not understand nothing. If Allah knew that they was mutilating me in this country by way of the mental health industry, the way that they were doing, it's no way in the hell this country would still be standing. Okay? I'm just telling you that right now. No way. He too merciful. He too beneficent. No way. You know you have some inner demons. Are you ready to face them? Whatever or whoever is getting on your nerve has to go. It's affecting your health. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes, as a reader, you got to know when somebody's projecting their energy for them to talk for you. They'll get in your throat box and you'll be talking to them. That's why I say, hold on. You better take this motherfucking breathe. Hold on. Kind of shit. And they'll now have to keep saying stuff that they know. They get one tarot reader, Mermaid of Mesopotamia, keeps saying S4. It's all about processing money and payments. So they use black people like ventriloquists because they think they own us. They lost their mind. It's just like seeing a golden piece of fried chicken. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. It's sick. And if a motherfucker ain't in the bathroom throwing up about it, bitch, we can't do business. What you mean go along to get along? Who doing that? Don't ignore that bad feeling or you'll be sorry. Try not to be such a wimp. A smile is a frown turned upside down. Look at Uncle Lucky. That's a perfect picture, ain't it? This is the dark side of the force. You're as phony as a $3 bill, and stop it. I'm just saying, it's so obvious to me. Self-deception is ultimately self-destruction. What's the meaning of the dream you had? Try to understand the perspective of the weird or eccentric person who's come into your life. After you clear your head, you'll be able to find your way again. Think of ways to express your creativity. There's healing in that. Pay attention to signs, visions, and warnings. See, when you ready, the teacher gonna appear. I don't subscribe to being a teacher. I don't subscribe to being shit. I ain't nothing. The fool card, okay? The fool, not a fool. So I don't give a fuck either way. And more than likely, you're gonna fuck it up and not me. Because my intentions stay pure. And I stay on zero. Because I know I ain't nothing. It's in God I live and I move and I breathe and I have my being. So I ain't tripping. Kind of situation. However, when you stay on zero, it's always 9 o'clock. We can get it right now. What you want to do? Kind of shit. Because you understand the time and what must be done. Virgo, do what must be done. Then they'll fuck with you based on your astrological sign. Making it, remember that song by Betty Wright? I was making it easy for the cleaner woman to get my man's love. Oh, yeah. Y'all know that could be related to Virgos, right? And you won't even know that a coven of bitches gonna tear some shit up before the song should go. If it went, it would go like this. I'm not saying her. I'm saying this what the fuck they used to do in her day. Making it easy for the Virgo woman to get my debit card. Oh, yeah. Because he ain't shit but a piece of money. Love ain't got nothing to do with it. And all to do with security that is impossible to have in a world that you don't own. Nothing is sure in life. This is transitory. Get used to it. Everybody gotta die, baby. You know that. So why you playing the fuck out of stupid? Oh. So that kind of little stupid shit. And you gotta be subjected to this stupid ass shit. When you live a simple motherfucking life and you just want to get home kind of shit. Don't require much. Ain't gotta rob nobody, steal nobody, none of that shit. So you gotta prioritize your life in such a way where your money works for you and not against you. And if you don't like niggas, stop patronizing niggas. Put whites only on your motherfucking doors and tell the government to kiss your ass. You cannot tolerate another nigga hand or another nigga foot. It ain't hard. It's really not. You just cowards. Stupid as a motherfucker. For real. An overburdened old woman climbs a hill to eat Shishandra's fruit. I guess it's a girl. I don't know. It's not a plant. It's a fruit. It's not a plant that's easy to find, but it's known as a wonderful fatigue fighter and anti-aging medicine. Loads being lifted, knowing when to ask for help, learning to delegate responsibilities, focusing more on self-care, taking a day off. Keeps reiterating that. Some of y'all worried about YouTube paying y'all. It ain't YouTube paying y'all. They got pretty bitches snatching their motherfucking shit from up under y'all, deciding when they're gonna snatch it when you get a little bit too comfortable in that cute apartment. And more than likely, they got something to do with that too. I'm telling you, they sold their soul to people that they felt were better than them, basically. So I already knew. I said, oh shit, they never paid me. They hate me. However, I was like, they about to pull the rug from up under that motherfucker. And the law will allow it. You know what I'm saying? So that you're not even in a cesspool. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And then you gotta put your gauntlet down. This is the line drawn in the sand. You know? Now if you going somewhere and it becomes a tiff or a riff and just petty as fuck, then you know those type of people are surveillancing you. When you go there, they'll act like they don't surveillance you. Then they act weird and shit starts happening that you don't got nothing to do with you. You feel what I'm saying? It's a weird time we living in, and this shit that's been going on that you never knew was going on. That's why discrediting a tarot reader that's more spot on than not is a stupid thing to do, carnal people. Just think of it as bleeding out of line. Think of it, that person as a conduit. They got to deal with what's coming through their channel, what's also in the mix of whatever it is past life connected to them, and what may be psychosis mixed with past life, mixed with paranoia, even because it's coming from trauma and it's entering the crown. It's not coming from the crown. It's coming from a higher source. So if it's entering the crown, it got to get filtered out. And some of that shit in the filter, you ever got a colonic, nigga? You can look down and see all that, like, when the fuck did I have chicken? Kind of shit. That shit. Honey be talking about, like, and mixing it with something they went to sleep with. Conspiracy theories, something they read. Something they got locked in their subconscious, and now they just babbling, channeling for real, everything. Who watching them that's trying to take over their throat box. What the actual channel is. And then whatever is in their subconscious mind, which would be the filter that got to push out whatever it is out of their fucking mouth. If it's on with S4, then it's motherfuckers that into the transactional shit. Big, the ones that deal with your leases, major shit you get. Processing companies, all that shit. Attached to materialism, the nine of basket that came out here. I don't know about that Area 51. I feel like that's just bullshit, conspiracy, and they get you going on that stupid shit. That's why you gotta watch what you take in. For real, because they can get you with that and laugh at you. This is demonic forces, okay? Past life, you'll hear past life. Always listen. Because you as a tarot reader, say, what was that? And you rewatch it and say, and then you can go and say, okay, this just like they talked about throwing the bones, and you can see, okay, this landed here, so this is that. It depends on your accuracy, the accuracy of your gift. You understand? And then you can come and edit verbally. This is why I said this, because they always try to discredit you, always want to take you to schizophrenia land and all that other stupid shit that ain't got nothing to do with shamanism. America does not respect shamanism. She just does not. That's why she stays stuck in the fucking mud. Because every time somebody got a message for her fucking ass, she want to secretly squirrel over to my people, the natives, like they having a secret love affair. Why you can't do it out in the open? You see, it's that tricky behavior that don't nobody really need to be bothered with for real. Because all I can do is operate out of the gifts and callings that God gave me. And it's my word versus yours, but it's also my insides, my soul, my heart, and my mind that guides me. You don't know where yours is at, yet you want to tell me what you about to do with me. You ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. And when you shoot, bitch, you better shoot to kill. And that's it. Everybody gotta leave this motherfucker. Early, honey, better, earlier, better. I'm just telling you. Look at Auntie. Auntie is up playing with you niggas. You hear me? Pistol grip pump on her lap at all times, okay? Negative. Stress, feeling burdened, overworking, reaching the breaking point, having too many responsibilities, inability to say no, swimming against the tide, cruel supervisors, hard times, struggling to make ends meet, a martyr's complex, workaholism, crushing debt, exploitive labor, a life filled with nothing but obligations, and people who always put others' feelings before their own. That's that stupid shit. That's a 10 of sticks. Stupid sticks. Because ain't no way in the fuck. I work because I want to. And when God tell me to, you're not about to tell me shit. Especially when it's my hands doing the work, my feet, all that, man. Go the fuck head on somewhere with that small town nickel and dime bullshit. You gonna do it. Gonna do shit. You gonna arrest me, put me in another mental hospital, or shoot me. This time you better shoot me. I'm trying to tell you. Send another mobile crisis. That bitch better have guns in that bitch. Because I'm telling you, if you touch me again, and I go on one of them mobile crises and you put me in another mental hospital, when you wholesale out your own fake ass black miles, that Metro was the last run, yet I got put in it again after Metro. This is what you said, bitch. So now I can hold you to your word, Shaitan. Yeah, you, bitch. Or you hoes. That's what you said, bitch. Where is the licensing from J. Cole? Because you the one that told me, Metro, yeah, you better be glad this your last hospital. And I did the math on her. I said, damn, I never have been to the west side. How the fuck I get back to Marymount after that? If you gonna have to keep your word even in your evil. Because if you don't, and the motherfucker pull up to this motherfucking door with that bullshit, I'm gonna bottom this country. And I don't need a gun or a knife. I really don't. You won't be able to do a motherfucking thing. And you like to test, don't you? You really do. More than God himself. More than the universe even. This is real. I don't give a fuck about a Chris Brown. It's going down, Brown. Touch me and see what the fuck happened. Don't worry about him. He got his life, bitch. This me. The fuck? That's your problems. You can't looking for some shit for inspiration. You gotta go idolater. With a nigga that'll sit on a shitter and show you he's shitting while he's singing and still can't keep it in fucking perspective. That's why I said fuck Chris Brown. Cause you gotta go there for a motherfucker to see regular. I'm not gonna be shaking and shiver me timbers. You know how many motherfucking stars I met in person? What's up, nigga? Kind of shit. Speak for your fucking self. Cut your own tongue out your mouth, bitch, with all the intimidation tactics. You watch too many movies. You need to chill out on that American Horror Story shit, bitch. Dumbass hoes. A very successful Afro-Romania or Romani root worker awaits the arrival of a client. Thousands of gypsies were reclassified as colored and intermarried into Negro communities through the South. They were known to be Negro neighborhoods throughout the South. They were known to be especially skilled at breaking hexes and curses. This woman wears 2 necklaces to keep the blessings coming. A rosary made of black-eyed peas and a wishbone. That's her business. Don't do that shit fucking with me though, bitch. Positive employment, professional growth, internship, high standards, appreciation for a job well done, beneficial use of talents, exceeding expectations, promotions, detail-oriented people, upgrades, improvement in social status, being validated by others, degrees or certifications, collaborations, and goal-oriented people. Negative, incompetent, missed opportunities, know-it-alls, demotions, work-related problems, lack of skill, falling short, half-hearted efforts, and poor work ethic. That's what they would say about niggas like her. After they get her to sell her soul, then that's what they say. This is the game they play. Prior to being hired, that's why you shouldn't get into bitch, I don't need validation. See, when you don't require shit from nobody but Almighty God Allah, it's hard for people to trick you. Because they appeal to your ego and to your self-value and self-worth issues stemming from your post-traumatic slavery, past life regressions kind of shit. For real. Oh, they appeal to that motherfucker. They appeal to it because you ain't got no language. And they do. You ain't got no land, so they say. However, if I was brought to a land, bitch, I got one. And it ain't mine anyway, and it ain't yours either. And guess what else, bitch? I'm not subjected to a landmass. Because whether I'm on St. Clair or in Sierra Leone, bitch, I am where I am, ain't it? That's that food. Those food, bitch, yeah. Well, an hour clock. Wherever I'm at, that's where I'm at. And that's where I be. Heart is where the home is, and home is where the heart is, wherever I'm at. Whether I'm here or there, bitch, it don't matter. And all of God's in the fullness thereof. You see what I'm saying? They get attached to this weird shit. Like, what? You don't own nothing. That's why you mad. Tell the truth. And it's so much easier to live a beautiful life without being attached to shit you don't own. You don't know what God can do or may let you hold on to because you've been a good and faithful servant. Other than that, you are fooling yourself. When you in the Nation of Islam, it just, you learn to mind your business when it comes to black people because, honey, you'll kill everything. You kill everything. Because you will see they get manipulated, but they free. You know, okay. What's a free country? Freedom ain't free. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Ain't nothing you can do with it. No. Because they're going to do what they're going to do. And they're going to resent you if you kill their slave master. Whatever color it is that got a white supremacy mindset. It's just the way it is, you know. To carry on. So I guess they're going to be hiring some of y'all. Once they figure out whether or not you're skillful or not. You know, they say everybody that shit. The Navy is why they talking that bullshit. Miss Ida. Some of y'all curious about Miss Ida. Miss Ida. Little girl, grandchild. Oh, turn right to her. Oh, you a little something, honey. Let me tell you something. I turned right to her, then lost it. High priestess. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. A 7-year-old Ida Carter is standing in the attic surrounded by candles. It's dark, but she's not afraid because she's an old soul who understands that she is never really alone. Ida's seven sisters Carter was a root worker from Hogansville, Alabama. There isn't much information about Miss Ida, but she told the interviewer that she was called to root working at just 7 years old. Miss Ida recalled the process of her self-initiation, which consisted of burning 7 candles all night while she prayed. Starting on the 1st of May and continuing for 6 consecutive nights, Miss Ida repeated this process each May for 7 years until the Holy Spirit told her that she was ready to work for the community. When Miss Ida appears in a reading, you are being advised to slow down and consult your inner voice. Regarding the matter at hand, everyone is forced to wait sometimes, but very few know how to do so while remaining at peace. Miss Ida asks that you stop sighing and tapping your foot as you wait for the light to turn from red to green. Do you know what might be done down the road that could be harmful to you or others if you make a move now just because you feel like moving? No, you don't. Miss Ida is telling us that it's best to stop that foolishness and do something constructive in the meantime. Go within. So let me tell you how it's working now. I was getting these same messages when I ran out of my apartment. So it's like they get in the way of God. It's like when the cat's away, the mouse will play. So God will be telling you this, your ancestors will be telling you this, and and you're saying, you sure? I feel like I need to go kind of situation. No, be still and know that I'm God. Okay. You see how they disrupt your relationship with God even? They really, really do. So don't think that you off and your ancestors off or Allah himself is off. No, these people are off and they're very weird and they get very aggressive when they can't get their creature comforts and their things to cover up their darkness. The more you expose it, the more aggressive they get. So you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay? That's just the way it is. It's sad because it tampers with your faith. It tampers with a whole bunch of stuff on a whole nother level. And people don't understand it. And it ain't your job to explain to them neither. Because if y'all in a dangerous situation, you see how it makes tarot, it thwarts tarot? That's their whole goal, to keep you in misalignment. So you always missing, or you always on this timeline when you need to be on that timeline. Like I said, some of y'all be guided to go here, you on 4th Street and your divine masculine on 7th Street. Where if they weren't tampering, you would be on 7th Street and not 4th Street, where you can meet. That's serendipity. They messing with serendipity. They fucking with where it say, just let the stars align. They fucking with divine timing. But temporary pleasure. They hate God. They really do. And until they come to that resolve within themselves, it's nothing to say to these fucking nimcompoops. Okay? If you receive Miss Ida in a reading, consider the following. Trust your intuition. Let go and let God. Great. Right there. Okay? Are you being impatient or forcing the issue unnecessarily? Pay attention to your dreams and visions. Everyone has a dark side. Are you aware of how yours works? Call your mother or mother figure. Y'all need to call your mother. Seek and embrace the mysteries. Does the unknown thrill or frighten you? Why or why not? Yeah, you got to let go and let God. And you got to trust your intuition. And if you're being impatient, or it says forcing the issue unnecessarily, when I read that, I feel like y'all in a trap situation where vampires are feeding off y'all and they want y'all to sit still so they can feed. Without your permission. Ain't asking you, ain't being gracious about it, nothing. Just, looking at you like going to get some vitamins from the store. However, those vitamins are getting picked up and are getting took to a register and bought. The vitamin bottle even know. You feel me? You just around. Some of y'all think people following y'all in parking lots. Not necessarily so. White people been feeding off niggas for years. Just the energy. Kind of like, oh, well, your people taking our light, so why can't we just suck on you? And you ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You hear me? I ain't lying. You got your light, the Bible, they in that Bible, and the Bible talks about make sure you got enough oil in your lamp in the dark days. Because if not, you're going to be shit out of luck. These motherfuckers saying, fuck that. I ain't out of no luck. I got luck right here. In this black bitch. Let me get some of that, baby. Kind of niggas. So you really got to be in tune with your intuition, and you really do have to know how to let go and let God. Because at any time, things could change for the worse or for the best. You just got to stay on your toes and don't get too comfortable. For real. Miss Ida. The grandchildren. It's like it fucks up the instructions you would even get from, it really do. Some of y'all need to reach out to y'all mother. Grandchildren need to reach out to y'all grandma or y'all mother. $72, $70. Somebody got 70 grandchildren. That's a lot of grandchildren. Early the next morning, Laban kissed his grandchildren and his daughters and blessed them. Then he left and returned home. Genesis 31:55. Scarlet Rose Mallow. A grandparent cups a child's tiny hands as a child holds a star-shaped flower. Since time immemorial, humans have been fascinated by the stars. Not only because they're beautiful, but also because they represent our highest goals, dreams, and aspirations. In Black American families, the star would be analogous to one's grandchildren as the ultimate symbol of hope. After centuries of terrorism, psychological warfare, enslavement, and oppressive legislation, every elder prays that their progeny will not only survive, but will also finally be allowed to thrive. They hope that they will not have to beg or ask permission to exist and will finally be able to live their lives on their own terms. It is on the grandchildren that wishes are earnestly placed. When the grandchildren appears in the reading, it's a sign that relief from any stress, negativity, or despair is on its way. If there is no sign of hope evident in your life yet, just be patient and you will soon see the proof that things are looking up. They're trying to kill you off, starve you out, fuck with your money, do all that shit. Want you isolated. Kind of like in their minds, because they watch a lot of movies. Not saying that it couldn't happen. However, I always saw myself as Will Smith in the I Am Legend movie, even when there was a lot of people outside. I will always say that because it was true. I was feeling it. It's nothing made up. So how they see it in their mind, get you isolated in a trap situation, whether that's a trap house, trap abandoned, trap apartment, it doesn't matter. And starve you out, start fucking with your money, show you can't eat. And then, suck your energy by riding past where you're at. And just, prayerfully you just shrivel up and die. And they move on to the next. If there is no sign of hope evident in your life yet, just be patient and you will soon see the proof that things are looking up. Blessings shall abound. If you receive the grandchildren in the reading, consider the following. Do I regularly count my blessings? I do. Do you? You can start with fingers. Sometimes people say, well, I say start with fingers. You'd be surprised. Each one get you fall asleep all that. Believing doesn't require proof. A carnal mind doesn't get that. They need proof of every fucking thing. Not taking into even the facts that an air of mystery is in life. What can I do to regain hope? Find a way to become inspired. Give without seeking anything in return. Honey, people don't know. You like that? That don't mean that. You better not assume that is. Lower them expectations. Get rid of them. Obliterate them. Obliterate expectations out of your repertoire. I'm telling you. I had this disagreement with a Christian prophet. I said, listen, and she used to call me, oh, little baby. I understand, ma'am. However, lower your expectations or you're going to be out your fucking mind. You can call me whatever you want. Give without seeking anything in return. What motivates you to get up in the morning and do it all again? Miracles happen every day. Why can't they happen to you? Because it's people doing shit. The same shit you just read about: psychological warfare, terrorism, enslavement, oppressive legislation. Okay? You ain't got to say in it. The powers that be do. Who is the powers that be? The people that trick their way into wealthy positions because of their culture, their look, their country. They got it. You don't. Fuck you. Eat shit. You chicken, pig, turkey, motherfucker. Basically, let's just stop the bullshit. Thank you. Perhaps it's time for the old and the young to get together and enjoy each other's company. I'm not interested. If y'all are, honey, be my guest. Y'all may still have some older people that y'all can talk to. I don't. Blessings are on the way. That's why I talk to my ancestors all the time. Okay? I'd rather die than to listen to them. Okay? It might be time to share some words of wisdom with someone younger or less mature. Now that sounds good. Children, I'm all day, all day, all day, okay? All will turn out right in the end. That's that all things work together for God and those who are called according to his purpose. It's kind of, it's trying. It's trying. Let's look up Gula Jack, because he keeps coming up. And then I'm going to go into another deck. If this thing don't cut off. They like to play the little game when they done listening to the turkey, chicken, pig, nigga, negro. They got it in their mind, because I ain't none of that shit. They just jive turkeys to me. Fuck all that other shit, bitch. Gullah Jack, 58. The hangman, Pisces. The heart of a man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. Proverbs 16:9. Plant hemp. Gullah Jack has a noose around his neck, but his face is serene. He has a Congo cosmograph as his third eye. Gullah Jack was a Bancongo prisoner of war who was sold into slavery in Zanzibar. He was eventually sent to Charleston, South Carolina, and purchased by a man named Paul Pritchard. Gullah Jack had a reputation as a powerful root worker with a particular talent for making protective amulets. This may have been one of the reasons Telemaque, aka Denmark Vesey, recruited him to plan a revolt consisting of only African-born men against the colonists. Gullah Jack instructed the rebels to eat a special diet of corn and peanuts the day of the attack and provided them with crab claws as a talisman to keep them safe. He also threatened to put the root on any of the slaves who spoke of the plan. Put them on, take them off. Unfortunately for the rebels, the plan was betrayed and the revolt was suppressed. All of the plotters, including Gullah Jack, were sentenced to death, but not before Gullah Jack used mysterious hand gestures. Oh, ain't that blood and crips, is it? Mysterious hand gestures, presumably to curse all of their oppressors. Gullah Jack was hanged on July 2nd, 1822. Let's look up that July 2nd. See, they won't hang the ones that ain't about shit. Just nutcases. They keep giving them chance after chance after chance while you sit and ruin. It's ridiculous. And it's not a matter of killing them. It's a matter of showing some form of compassion to them and to those that they are oppressing. They don't understand nothing. They fear everything. They don't want to die flopping around. Emotional intensity. You know, there's a lot going on. And I put America 2022. You see that? Just say what he was, July 2nd, 1822. I put America 2022. Okay? Like a reestablishment thing? Because what the fuck is this? Oh. Your greatest challenge is addressing your own deepest needs and stop worrying about other people. Why don't you worry about yourself? You need to mind your business. The way forward is to understand that while the love of others may temper feelings of insecurity, the way to feel really fulfilled is to address your deepest needs. Because Africans do not care. The biggest mistake they made, and I'm going to say it again and again and again, coming off that Emancipation Proclamation, they should have, this was way before Elijah was even born. They should have set up like a they say, what do they call them? Some legislations. And they should have put a gauntlet down. Africans, you cannot come over here. Separation between who we extracted from this, because this is the layout of this shit, and we got enough of that shit. You can't come over here. You can't talk to them. You just can't. And you can't go over there. You just can't. It's the wisest thing to do. And it's the best thing to do if they had balls. I'm just telling you. When Elijah came, how many years removed after slavery? Farad getting called to this massacre that keeps happening over just a bunch of stupid shit. Like, ooh, catch the chicken. Chicken George, get you one. I heard they work real good until they bottom out and burn out. Then you can throw it away and get you another one. Kind of shit. That's how it is. The fuck? On the dark side, insecure, touchy, uncertain, capable, intuitive, and exciting. They know you capable, man. So many people sold black people out for Africans. They get what they get. Why should it matter to you? Do you hear what the fuck I'm saying? If you need a Gullah Jack to do it for, bitch, you better find a Gullah Jack to do it for, bitch. Africans literally trying to take our teeth out of our mouth. They I really think they want white women to go to Africa and white men and white women. They want white men to whip them like a male dominatrix. I ain't lying. And then they want to act like mammy to nurse white people's babies. They want to relive slavery in a real way so that they can usurp. And niggas be steadily looking over at Jews in the Hebrew. Totally wrong. You all the way fucked up. You missing it. That's why your mouth twisted and your hair falling out and your foot is crumbling. Your toenail is crumbling up. And an Asian will talk about you and put on gloves because they say, ooh, they know how to get these niggas. You see, it's a bloody mess. Leave Jewish out of here. Leave that out of there. Throw that away. Get that. Go, put it over there. Yeah, go get you a prayer shawl. Shut the fuck up. Shalom. The ones that want our spot is Africa. Come on, it makes sense. Why would they call you? Why would they make you call yourself an African American when you was pulled from that country 500 years removed? They still calling you that. How? When there's some niggas that only got 3% of that shit, 2% of that shit. And a white man will have more than that. What the fuck you talking about, man? It's a trick to get your spot. Everybody wants your spot, black man, black woman. And you keep selling your soul to people that don't even got a spot with Almighty God, Allah. It's a wood nickel. This is what I'm saying. When Gullah Jack appears in a reading, you are most likely feeling stuck or severely limited. This card asks that you endure any discomfort, pain, or humiliation nobly until it's time to get moving again. In the meantime, there's nothing you can do. Just accept it and be patient. Or be a patient. Doctor. Oh yeah, they're going back to the doctor. Can't wait till they get whips and come over here, whoop our black ass. Oh, I mean African, we ain't black. However. Oh, we're going to be a mammy. This is going to be good. Then after that, we can start being black. What? This would be an excellent time to take up a course of study, practice meditation, read philosophy, and pray. Ask for the wisdom to know exactly what to do and how to get it done once your life is no longer on pause. Whatever you do, don't try to resist or force things to proceed prematurely. This card is a reminder to a man or woman enough to accept any consequences of your actions. If the current stalemate is a direct result of your own ignorance or bad choices, then tough shit. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You'll be free once the necessary lessons have been learned. Gullah Jack could also be trying to tell you that sometimes the sacrifice of your own desires for the good of the whole is the right thing to do. Wait. You see? And you say, come on, come out, come out. No. Shut up, shut up. Pause and reflect. It's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. Accept it. This is just the way it is. It has to be for now. What will it take for you to just let it go? It's okay to change your mind. It's a sacrifice. If the sacrifice is worth it, then what are you waiting for? Now it's time to put the needs of others first. Okay. Some of y'all saying, hell no. It depends on your station in life. It depends on how hard you worked and how long you've been walking. I've been walking for a long ass time. For real. That means being aware and awakened. You never went to sleep. I was born woke. Some of you were too. Okay? So it just depends on how long you've been walking and what can you handle? What are you inspired to do? Because you may have energy where other people don't. So you can't listen to me and say, oh, she said da 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 da. If you got the energy to do it, you better run. Or, walk briskly. You hear me? For real. Don't go based off on nobody else. You gotta go based on you. How you feel. Not nobody else. We ain't doing that. If you feel like you can go on, go on. I done been betrayed my whole life. So I guess people thought that they would slaughter me and betray me. And then at the end, I would turn around like Jesus with light all around me and say, come ye my sheep or some shit. I don't know, honey. What I do know is I'm busted and I'm tired and I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. It just let me know how people just take advantage of you. Your countrymen, your race, honey. Honey, listen, it's extensive. It's extensive. I don't trust my own people because my own people are the ones that betrayed me by not taking charge of their posts, which is their life, and walking it in a perfect manner. It's no excuse for me because I was doing that upon arrival. So why can't you do that? With a fresh start. Why you keep falling for the same okie dokie smoky? Okay, well, I cannot trust you. You gonna backstab me again. You are open sepulcher. They can come through you and you won't even know they coming through you, and they'll do something through you to do something to me. So I always gotta be on my toes, man. I see it with motherfuckers not even being in my presence, what they project, how they want to hurt me. So why the fuck would I want to be around that? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people that I grew up with, that I knew, related to, shit like that. These people around here, I mean, an enemy is an enemy, a friend is a friend. So you don't know that until you know it, right? Be paranoid for what? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like I didn't grow up around black people. It ain't like I didn't work for black people my whole fucking life. Like, what? I don't know what's going on with my divine masculine, so I don't really trust nobody. Naturally, how it's supposed to be, how Allah created me, and ain't nobody gonna make me deviate from that. There's only really one person I can trust, and that would be who He made for me, and those that came from me and Him. Other than that, and then you gotta look at them. That's why I say, over and over, mind your fucking business. Because if you bad, then you bought it, and all sales is final. Which means karma that you gotta clear up. Because Allah ain't listen to them excuses. Because you gotta see where you walked right in it. Gleefully kind of shit. Thinking you getting over on somebody thinking something funny. You know? Meanwhile, other people suffering, and you don't even realize how bad they suffering because you spend so much time playing in land. When they wasn't playing in land, then you slander them, gossip about them, do all this shit. Like, what is you talking about? Honey, God got some of y'all under arrest. It's just there's only one God. I don't know how many different ways a person got to say that. How can you fathom so much shit with one human being, yet you can't fathom that it's just one God? That's higher than all of these 7 billion whatever on the planet. If it's one thread, you can't say something is impossible with God. All things are possible with God. That's why they fuck with it. Your faith. Because they disconnected. And they want you to get, your services interrupted. It's true. It's true. You think they can offer you the money they stole from you? Like, what? No, baby. I got love for myself. If I got the love of God in my heart, what else I need? They come up with all kind of shit. You ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm trying to tell you, nothing. Help may be on the way for some of y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. It's always 9 o'clock for me, so I don't know what people be doing, they little schedule, what they come up with, their little plots and shit. Honey, I don't know. They done tamper with divinity so bad, you don't even know, You won't know till you know. And that really be you listening to hear God. If you got noise in your head, then you gotta circumvent that. And, if you don't, then you gotta just really be still and know. You know what I'm talking about? Knight of Cups in reverse. Moodiness. Yeah, a lot dealing with that. Be careful. Oh, yeah. They don't want, oh, you don't want, oh, no. He moody? Oh, no. Disappointment. Overactive imagination. When Allah has an overactive imagination, he could kill people that he really wasn't planning on killing. Jealousy. Yes. That means wherever he go in the world, he can be in your house, in your cat. You hear me? Just pick any set of eyeballs and see how much you love everything. And nobody said a prayer. And the people that are praying are just doing it out of, there's no life in it. It's none of this. Because if it was, he wouldn't be this. It's all it's bullshit. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, what you mean love your dog like that? What you mean love your wife like that? What you mean? I gave y'all all of this stuff and you're not even saying my name one time. And then you're doing this little prayer and then I don't even sound like this. Just imagine if you was a father or a mother. If you're a father or a mother. And your child hated you and treated you fucked up, but yet keep going in your refrigerator. You know that shit. They talk to you crazy, do all kind of shit, and show they friends they just met more love. Honey, it'll get up under you. You see what I'm saying? Allah is a jealous God. He really is the one. Yes. 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 And people just be, loving their cars, wiping them down. He be saying, what? But they'll say, favor ain't fair. Girl, that ain't got nothing to do. Shut the fuck up. That got to do with that with you paying, bitch. For real. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. That's what the government at. Hmm. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance, and deadlock. So I said, I don't know. You may be eating alive by the time they figure it out. Completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, arriving. World. I guess. Don't have no light. That's what some of y'all grandmothers are still saying. Because it don't matter whether they paying you or not. It's infiltrated. And if you love it, do it. I ain't got paid one day on this motherfucker. Love witchcraft more than a law. Love opportunities more than a law. Love having choices more than a law. Love illusions and searching for them more than a law. Love daydreaming more than a law. Everything more than a law. Some of y'all ain't getting in union because you love your divine masculine more than a law, or your divine feminine more than a law. What you gonna do with that? That's a bloody mess. My divine masculine was like basically insinuating, just come with me now. Not the road you walking. So you saying leave God behind? Like, yeah, okay, situation. I'm like, you got me fucked up. See ya. Taught him though, that's good. Just showed me that the women that he was dealing with made him into that, but she was not. He be up like this. Who they gonna call on? Cause to call women, shit, especially we got 9 of them bitches, you gonna come up with more like this again. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody to reach out to. Stuck in the world. Did it say be in it but not of it? Some people that got out of it. And they don't know how to get out of it. And then it becomes, I just want a simple life. I just want my one person. It's so typical for humans. It's like, well, this is maze. It's kind of crazy. Nope. Let them know. You gotta, I'm trying to tell you. You gotta let God know that it's real. He know when he knows everything about your ass. I'm trying to tell you. Just caught up in nothingness. Want it, but not the real thing. Don't want reciprocity. Don't even want self-love. Just want love. You know, and with that comes disharmony. And then here comes distrust. And all you want is the relationship, the sexual part of it, the passion. Go get something to eat. Where the deep love, where the heavy love at? Where the depth to it? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got self-love deep, then that means you ain't got God love deep. And if you get with a man that's just coming off the whole stroll, so to speak, what you think you about to end up with? That's what you're gonna end up with. The strength of two together is what you really should be looking at right now. What's going on outside? Oh, that's all. A lot be like, oh, you thinking about his war strategies? Like pretty much. I mean, I would love to have a laugh and see, However, I told him to get an apocalyptic partner. God, this shit. Broken communication. A lot is allowing people to do it, and some people he's actively doing it too. Mm-hmm. Keeping you in separation. So if you don't have that problem, then more than likely it's your divine masculine. They got to get a tighter relationship with God so that he will know how to lead you properly. Because if not, honey, too blind, gonna go in the ditch every time. You hear me? It's inevitable. It's past life. That's what y'all supposed to be with. Through and through. And Queen of Pentacles. Somebody very sick about y'all being out here by yourself. Y'all just secure in God, not money. And somebody still working their bullshit on the divine masculine in some type of way. I don't know. They could be possessed to do it, you know? They just go overboard when it's time for them to stop and they keep so A lot really don't be, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Y'all know where I'm going with it. It's kind of crazy. And I'm like, okay, if I put you on this, you ain't gonna know when to put it down. I'm gonna have to come back until you put it down, kind of situation. Because they love that stuff. The moon and all that shit. Temporal, just play. Just play. That's how I look at it, play. Alchemist, you gotta be like this. Come as a child. Like, oh, what are you talking about? For real. A lot of betrayal coming out of Africa. That's why I say I feel like America should have shut them off and shut us off from going over there. Mm-hmm. Lot of weesh. And then they come in other people's womb that's in America. Allah showed me that. When I go out in the public, Allah shows me who's African and they know it. They're born in America though. 2 American parents, black. Yeah. When they got 30 to 40% African, they tricky, man. Yeah. Yes, bruh. Yes. You see the mess? I be seeing them. You can tell they look like refugees. Like they imposters, like that card in the African American hero. The name even hated it. And yes, born here, social security number, all that ain't you know. Uh the dude that got me pregnant, he would be a perfect candidate for a motherfucker that's like that. Infiltrate his mother's womb. Mm-hmm. And just cause her pain. Mm-hmm. Just cause her so much pain. Here just for his own, pleasure, cheap pleasure. Mm-hmm. Do anything. Don't care. Free, just irresponsible and a motherfucker. Supposed to be in Africa. Mm-hmm. 500 years a long time. And they just keep picking wounds to come in. When somebody got a certain amount of African DNA in their blood and they black, honey, let me tell you, tricky. I'm telling you right now. Just right here. Straight up imposter. Bright idea that wasn't so bright. Come through somebody's womb and just become the pain of the mother. And then when they get here, when they in America, they don't know how to keep a job. They get off into all kind of shit. Motherfucking criminal record is crazy. Criminal minded. You've been blinded kind of shit. For real. And they be magicians so they can't catch them. It was a white man I was in the mental hospital with. He had like eyes like blue glaciers or some shit. He used to keep breaking out the handcuffs. He got out of there. Yeah. People be having superpowers like that. He did. He told me, he said, we got powers. You don't have to sit. Close your legs. I was like, what? I had no pants. He told me to close my legs. Made me do it. I would close my legs. Wait a minute. What is this? We got powers. I just broke out these handcuffs. I broke 2 pair already. And I'm getting out of here again. He did. He got out of there. It's some that they would underestimate because they black. I don't know. Restrictions. Some people put on restrictions. He had blue eyes and blonde hair. The bluest blue eyes I've ever seen in my life. It could have been a law, for real. He uses whom he pleases. And he was like captivating, like, what's what you trying to tell me? Shit. He was like this up in here. He got out, so he did. And he goes, oh, yeah, he can get you. Mm-hmm. Stir up and get up out of there. And some people are restricted because they cause conflict everywhere they go. Just tons of it. Mm-hmm. Doing hella rapid death spells on Americans. If people's mouth is hurting on your left side, the energy enters from the left side of the body. So if they're hitting your left jaw, giving you a toothache where you low-key got a temperature, this is wands. Your baby's teeth hurt and stuff like that. And it's African bitches in this country I don't give a fuck if it's your auntie. Everybody has different DNA. Everybody. It doesn't matter if you came from the same set of parents. Everyone has their own set of DNA. Different. Okay? My grandfather had 17, 18 children. And on my mother's side, my mother got Caribbean in her. Some got Haitian. Some got African. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Those motherfuckers work with Africans to kill you. Because they ain't supposed to be over here no way. They entered the womb illegally, for real. Illegal aliens is what they would call them. Because that's what the fuck they is. So they work to kill you, anybody like you, this and that, and they working for Africans. T.D. Jakes' daughters could be one. Everybody talk about T.D. Jakes. Her daughter says she got 30 or 40%. That's a red flag. It just is. It doesn't matter who he is. It doesn't matter who she thinks she is. You feel what I'm saying? Is it for everybody? Not necessarily so. That's what puts the country in a deadlock and a pickle. You see? However, I do know the more they got, the more suspect they ass is. And they more than likely working with Africans. For real. Pity party. That's the game they run. They got a few they work with. Inner strength, self-doubt, weakness, insecurity, low energy, raw emotions, struggle, pride. Yeah. Two should have been in Africa if they would have did it right. However, they came here for the carnival. Disneyland. For real. A lot to talk about. Sure, you're right. Fucking people up. And then they don't want Caribbeans to be cool with us. Anybody that's not African. And those that sold out to them, fuck them. This is how I feel. What you mean you ain't know? What the fuck you did? Okay. And cut the boo-boo. Been doing it for 9 years kind of shit. Or even 90 kind of shit. Breaking up twins. Fucking our community up to get money off of us. I'm talking, y'all, a slaughterhouse. I'm not joking. That's why I'm not interested. See, here's the thing. If I fuck with you and you don't even fuck around and you are a victim just like me, if you're still attached to them and you have not put the gauntlet down, what the fuck you think this is? Even if they don't have African in them, if they got Asian in them and they black and they sold out black people for Asians because Asians sold us out for Africans, how can I fuck with you, bitch? How? You open Pandora's box. Now you're going to have an obsession on what you think you know about what my Achilles heel is, especially if you came up in the same household or in the same neighborhood. We can't be friends because you're constantly going to be looking for a way to get to my Achilles heels by the deal you made, selling your soul to something that can't give you anything in return, including your motherfucking soul. And they'll say, you didn't lose, I got my soul. It's just that. You see, it's just stupid shit that you don't want no parts of. For real, because the root of all them niggas is they hate God. Because that's the root of Africans. They want to go witchcraft crazy. She just said it got to a point where they didn't worry about good or bad. Hell, homeboy that's in the noose knew good from bad. That's why he was putting them on, taking them off. You keep coming against me. Now imagine a motherfucker that's psychologically fucked up, that came through his mother's womb the wrong way and forget it and think that he right like Gullah Jack and he wrong than a motherfucker. You gotta be dealing with that and you ain't even got 2% milk in your ass. That's why it becomes good versus evil. And that's it. Coward versus non-cowards kind of shit. Lovers of God and lovers of Satan. You cannot love God and Satan. You just can't. What you mean love everybody? Is you out your motherfucking mind? Oh, you want to get devoured by shadows. That's what you saying. Okay, so how the fuck am I supposed to kick it with you? What is you? Lily of the Valley or something? Or Rose of Sharon kind of shit. Choose ye this day, and that's it. Because it's too tangled and twisty. For real. Some of y'all need to call y'all mamas. Get to work on that. I'm trying to tell you. Whoo. And some bitches working on their mama. Came through their womb. Yeah. For that 10K, for that insurance money, don't give a fuck. On some, let me get a ride over though. In your womb, nigga. Ain't bit more God. Wait on it and it ain't gonna happen. They're gaslighters when they black. It's true. A whole 911 situation. I know for a fact Allah shows me this. Every it's true. Yeah, y'all gonna be celebrating because some people getting the fuck out of Dodge. Because they trying to kill us. They really are. Like they been doing. Just more. Anyway, this baby daddy creature who would channel this slave named John could be a Gullah Jack kind of motherfucker, which I think he is. His birthday comes up on everything, y'all. No matter what I do. No matter what I could pick up something random off the shelf. It doesn't matter. A cleaner, some soap, a water bottle. It doesn't matter. It just shows me and Allah confirmed me on it, that he's been getting away with murder for that long. That America don't even know because America is too far with her head up her ass in classism and indivisibility, invisibility. Fake racism, I guess this is what we're doing, kind of situation, even though the world looks like a rainbow kind of shit. Everything, the numbers on the bottom of bottles, everywhere. It just shows you how he was everywhere. Do you hear the fuck I said? They didn't think, oh, what? Just another nigga on the RTA. Just another nigga in the hood. I ain't lying. And when I say I have been attacked by this varmint, it is ridiculous. His sister was trying to get me to kill him. I'm like, bitch, no, you do it. She didn't want to do it. It's my brother, and I just feel so sorry. Getting caught up, that's how you get her. And he knocked her deaf. That's why he fucking with my ear right now. Knocked her deaf. The only thing that keeps me from not having to go through that is Allah. Okay? If not, I would be dead like my mother. And out of my mind, like every person, I told to leave him alone. And if he come towards you, bitch, you better fight like you know how. If you keep him at my mother's funeral, they still put him in my mother's funeral. You know, it's an obsession. And I do not know him. No past lives. No. Just some dude, for real, that infiltrated he treated his mother like shit. Everybody. If his sister trying to ask me, like, how's we gonna get rid of this nigga kind of shit, I'm like, girl, I ain't into that. I don't even know what I'm doing back here. She knew something that she wasn't telling me. You see what I'm saying? She was torn. She didn't know what to do. I mean, he knocking you deaf, getting your son locked up for 20 years, doing all this shit, killing your brother. I mean, she ain't wrong at all. It's just the fact that he's not from my family. However, she looking like, you see what I'm saying? And they just get rid of all the good workers, all the good people. Tell lies, spread gossip, slander. I'm talking take your pitch. He do so much shit. Y'all would be like, is this for real? Americans will be on high alert everywhere around this country. However, when I say that, you say, no, because he only, 50 years old, black, long ass, extensive criminal history, don't look like he'll make too much noise. Maybe 140 pounds good on a good eating, year kind of shit. And I be saying, well, I seen it for myself. Would you like to go get the children that he bore so they can tell you? Would you like to go get their mothers, the ones that's not under psychosis, that thinks he's a good man, like some of these white men that come up in the store talking that stupid shit? Would you like to get his mother? Would you like to get his sister? Would you like to get his nephew? Would you like to get the people that have children that he murdered? You like to get them to just tell who he is for real? And everybody would be saying the same tyrant, weird shit. He was dating a nurse, a traveling nurse. So she zip lines the country, America, because she travels. He went with her everywhere. Virginia, Louisiana. You see what I'm saying? It just ends up getting worse and worse and worse. And he keeps trying to figure out how to get to Africa. I catch him in a while so-called married, DMing African bitches. I'm like, nigga, how are you gonna get over there when you owe child support? Oh, I forgot. Damn, you right. I forgot. I can't. Trying to figure out how to get back to Africa. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. No, I ain't lying. You hear me? I ain't lying at all, y'all. Mm-hmm. I've been done with it. Anyway, he manipulated. It was within people that got African in their blood within my family. My mother's side. Mm-hmm. They're just, they together, as far as they see. And they can read it and see, oh, you from well, oh, what's up? Well, you gonna go back and get her. You know she one of them good workers. She'll take care of you. You come on, man. Kind of shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause I had been done. It would have to be in-house. Even people here. Sold out some way to Africans. Most people don't want to touch it because they know how strong they are. And Jesus ain't enough. And they done took Jesus. You see what I'm saying? So you just be stuck. I get it. And that's when you have to have unshakable faith in Allah. For real. When you say you fear none, then you're going to get tested. In that way, you let them do whatever to you. Getting scared? No. It's more irritating. It's frustrating. Because it's energetic and it's weak. It's coward shit. So it's like strong cowards. It's irritating. And not so much strong in the physicality, but in how many of them it is. Strong in their rebellion, strong in their hatred, self-hatred, hatred of God. Because if you hate yourself, you hate God. You just do. This ain't good enough. This nose is not good enough. However, can you make one, bitch? Why you don't know that he made yours like that for a reason? I said, Uncle Marv, Allah made your nose just like an arrow, so he knew he was going to hit the target with you. I told Pop Smoke, you didn't have a chin. I know that's why you mad sticking up your middle finger, but Allah knew you hit hard, and no nigga gonna try to hit that chin, and they were gonna miss every time. You see what I'm saying? So, let me tell you something. You better look at it. Look at it, bitch. You hear me? Crazy as fuck. You motherfucker just ride into a womb. This be somebody daddy and mama saying, oh my God. You hear me? tower from birth. So they be knowing. In the South, they be knowing. And they know they gotta secure all kind of parameters and shit. And America just let this shit get out of it. Just you like, man, what? Mm-hmm. Come right through this bitch. You hear me? Through a womb. And be crazy in a motherfucker from conception. When I went over his house for the first time, they was trying to convince him to take crazy meds. He was a schizo. He wouldn't do it. And what was so weird about it, my energy soothed him. So it would be like a soothing a snake. And people wouldn't understand. Like, is she just as crazy as him? Like, no, my energy just made him not be violent. It like kind of grounded him. Like ground a wire, a loose wire, like that. Straight like this, all the time. Everybody else looking at me like, what's wrong with her? Like, is he? No. Kind of learn knowing how to subdue without even touching him. You know, for real. Uncle Martin, they be looking throughout your life too. A lot give them permission. They be seeing what's going on. You running everywhere. I'm trying to tell you, messy than a motherfucker, baby. Messy than a motherfucker. My divine masculine kept advising therapy, and I said, please stop saying that. He was triggering me so bad, and I would have like really not wanted to be with him, cause it was it's that bad. Like, who do you work for, nigga? For real. So you already know how worse it is when God keep having to do scrambling them up and they going. You hear me? And just for him to be watching this, he would give me an earache. On top of who he working with and who he don't know that's doing what they do. For real. It's a real problem. Put y'all in separation. Some of them, you gotta know. You gotta know today. He wouldn't go away because people in my family were working and my mother was devastated. For real, for real. She just played it off at the baby shower. I was like, why are you acting happy about this baby shower when you know this is terrible? And she just did. She made the best out of a bad situation. Like, also, just be at peace, honey, because there's more to this than what you know that meets the eyes kind of shit. I'm like, what? I'm at the baby shower, like, married and all, okay? Because I wasn't trying to have no bastard child with no dud. That's just too much bad shit. And I know how to get up out of there, okay? He'll be, honey, Tad fucking around, okay? After I ground his ass, and he want that good thing back. However, when I dump you off, he back out here goofy McNoofy kind of shit. So I'm like, I don't even know how I got back here. This is not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be on a vacation. Kind of shit. No children. Like, what you mean? Yes. Coming through men. Playing games, bro, with people's scrotums and wounds. Ugh. Justice. They always get them, but they just can't keep them. He did. The one prison he wasn't able to finagle that shit out of, and he still got out of there in 8 months, was the prison in Louisiana. Ohio, please. My client worked for a jail. He got off felonious assault. She said he came in for a felonious assault. She said, girl, he came in like he owned the place. He back out on the street. I said, what? Well, that sound about right. And he'll look at you like you a lizard. Motherfucker, do you hear me? People loading up their shit. I was telling everybody in my neighborhood, like, y'all better watch him. He ain't right. I mean, how many times, how long? Hey, niggas still looking at me. Like, what? Can you hear, motherfucker? Or did he take your hearing? I ain't lying. I mean, messy than a motherfucker. Irritating, messy, all that shit. And it trick niggas back to being his friend, y'all. being a fraud out here, bro. Clean up the cosmos, dragon energy from Africa, kind of shit. Like, what? And I don't even know. My father said keep a knife. Because I don't even know how much percentage African that he got. I just know it's a high percent. He used to literally be channeling African slaves. And he will run over my house after I divorced him like this. Like this. And I'll be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you me half dead from dealing with this bitch ass nigga? Why are you sweating like maybe you need to get out of Ohio? Because you must have been a buck back in the day. No, for I was dead ass serious. So what's your obsession? What's, what's your obsession with Jay-Z or Beyonce? You ran, where the fuck is you even coming from, nigga? Looking like he ran from somewhere. I ain't lying, y'all. I know he drove, but where the car at? And did you just run here? Cause I mean, where I lived at, it ain't close to get there where he used to live at. And where do he live at? I don't know nothing. He be all over the place with it. Keep up. Are you serious? And what the fuck is you doing here? Leave me alone. I said, you need to get out of Ohio. Something is reactive in you with these buckeye trees. Cause you bucking, nigga. Literally. But to tell people I'm crazy. If I would have rather drown me and my child than to be in the same apartment with him. That's not you gonna look at me? What? Uncle Malcolm, teach on it. Teach on it. Cause why is they trying to copy him? You see? What? To this day, kind of shit. That represents some of y'all divine masculines. And Joe Biden. Shit ridiculous. They'll do shit to cut like this your jaw. Yeah, y'all. They really do. And y'all just be talking to them. And my mother said y'all if y'all knew half, y'all were not even. I'm trying to tell you. Don't stop working on y'all and y'all children. Don't stop. And they got all this oasis in Africa. You see? That's sick, bro. That is sick. Ain't nothing you can do with that shit. Nothing. I'm trying to tell you. Cause you can look just like this in a city somewhere. And you'll still be black. And you ain't trying to be African at all. And it could be the 3% or the 5% in your goddamn DNA. The 1%, bitch. You was feeling in that day. Kind of shit. I'm talking about y'all sickening. Sickening what I'm picking up. Y'all won't want to be like them another day. Just keep doing stuff to sell y'all out. Want this white man to come and whip them like a dominatrix. I ain't lying. To reinvent slavery. Because they keep coming through wombs. My mother said, be careful who you mix your DNA with. I took proper instructions from my mother. Can I help that a nigga was in a school that looked like a regular nigga just like anybody else? And back then, once you broke up, you broke up. What you mean kidnap? And he slept with everybody. And they would blame me. The only difference between me and them is I was preserved because I was like Rapunzel in a prison. Not like in love. No, hell no. I'm a hermit too. I just sit there and look out the window or watch TV. Or he go around the hole doing all kind of shit. And they come blaming me. Like, what the fuck? If it's not adding up, bitch, don't you think you need to start subtracting, bitch? That was the only blessing out of all of it. And not really, because we had started, he may have created the effect that East Cleveland looked like. Because that's where he lived at. The city I grew up in, I had Italian neighbors. It was a beautiful city, home of Rockefeller. Honey, let me tell you something. The bottom fell out, looked like a third world country. And he won't leave. I don't give a damn where he explore to, honey. He gonna make his way back to that city. Know it like the back of his hand, okay? I'm telling you, I know they gotta keep a watchful eye on that motherfucker. And then he works for the police to run people off and all. You see how they get in the bed with him? You cannot do that. You got to cut a head off a snake and be done with that shit, bitch. I've been on that. I had to pull out a knife when we was living in this one spot where he came kidnapped me again. I had put anything as possible with God, all things is possible above the bed that he slept in, because I don't know what this is. So I literally would have to hit a knife, like let him know you sleep hard, especially after you drink. I don't like smelling you. I don't like you at all. I'm just telling you on it. And I will cut your throat. If you think you about to be doing any of that stupid shit from before, I don't know what I'm doing here now, nigga. However, let's go ahead and walk it out, because this is some real weird shit. Like, for real. A blind motherfucking man, like, how the fuck? People thought I had a 10 of cups. This is what this bitch told me. Like, what? How? Because I keep shit under wraps for your safety? For my safety, first of all, because I'm kidnapped. And for my son's safety? Really? Honey played like he King of Zamunda off my energy. Nigga asked me after I'm done, cut the cords on it from my vaginal, from my sacral. He said, can I get some more of that light? Said, come on, let's give me some more light. I ain't lying. Not crack, light. Light energy. It was not bullshit. Like, the light I had was better than all the other girls. That's the only reason he kidnapped me. I ain't lying. I am not lying. His brother know the truth. His father set me up. He really did. He told him never let go of her, to get him off of him. Ain't that a bitch? Where he at? Nowhere. Where the fuck he at? He told him this when he was young. My father told me never leave you. You always supposed to be my friend. You gonna be the one person never leave you. What? I know you lying, and he was married to somebody else. I was his second wife. After he come kidnap me again, after school was out, honey. You think this is a game? It ain't. My son talk about it, show ain't. He told me. Okay. He thought he was about to be home. Let me tell you something. Straight up tower, honey. As soon as he touched me, he caught a tower. He just didn't know it yet. And America don't move fast enough. She let you get devoured, and then, see if she can do something for your family that's left behind. 4 cups in reverse. The wait is over for some of y'all. Y'all want to hear nothing. You hear me, music on, ain't going to no concert or nothing. Jesus, fuck all this shit. Celebrate my ass. I don't even know who the fuck is who and what is what exactly. Because it ends up you going to this and this is this nigga. He look regular. Man, it's this nigga. You know who he looked like in his younger days? He used to wear the polka dot shirt. He's a doppelganger, Kwame. Remember the rapper Kwame? I said, my name is Kwame. His mother kept him in a polo down. So, I mean, they lived on the hill. Okay. Mother and fathers, regular appear to be. You see what I'm saying? Jehovah Witness, devote Jehovah Witness. So it ain't like, and his mother didn't play that. She got that Kingdom Heart. She don't care. You know, I mean, just made her life a living hell. She was a Virgo. He didn't know all that. Put that together. For real. And come straight in somebody's ball sack. And guess what his father do? Dump everybody off and go start a new family somewhere else. With 8 kids that wasn't even his. That's wrong. It really is. And ain't shit funny. No. I don't give a fuck how old you is. Wrong is wrong. Let's see, y'all. What oracle message I can do y'all get up out of this motherfucker? Wow. Embrace your tiny inner Buddha. Awaken to tiny, beautiful things at every fucking turn. That's about the way you survive. That right there. Awaken to tiny, beautiful things at every fucking turn. You hear me? Because it's a loss. That mean a crystal, a bird, a tree branch, a blade of grass, honey. Oh, and fuzzy slippers. Peace, love, and yoga pants. That's their best relaxing. Somebody gotta take a day off, do something. You hear me? Find your fucking center. Don't be dicks and donuts. Like a jelly donut full of peace. I know. I be knowing when people ain't dead because you still feel it when you wake up. I know when I wake up and people dead that did me vile, I'm not going to feel half of the pains, everything I be feeling. The power of meow. Some of y'all cats, they so cute. Activate per mantra. Some of y'all want a cat? You should get one. For your children, they best buds. Hakuna Moscato, you know what? A toast to no worries. A tuna Moscato. That's funny. Some y'all drinking some mimosa. The divine in me, honest the divine in you. Namaste, bitches. Y'all like, ooh, them cards. Ain't it on point? Ooh, wee. You are cute as hell. Somebody keeps saying that. Zero Fox Camera. Hell no. Take a deep breath and let your fucks go. Who needs to give one when you can release them all? Yeah, man. I feel like y'all just been trying to find trap, trying to chill, and don't want to. I understand. People misunderstand me. Like, you know, honey, I used to just shut the club down, honey, please. I love to dance and just, mingle. Not really, nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? Just a vibe. Release from the day, hard ass week you got at work. But now, baby, namaste, bitches. Visualize world peace. Who like that? Y'all so silly. Peace just starts with releasing the bullshit. You be you. Practical, radical acceptance. You know, you go radically religious. You gotta just be radical in your acceptance of the bullshit that you about, and all sales is final. And that's just it. Let that crazy ass shit go. You hear me? Because you'll be crazy. You really will. I get it. The path to inner peace begins with 4 words. Not my fucking problem. And you gotta isolate for real because it'll make you say fuck everything, everybody. You need to get cold hearted like Uncle Lucky. You see? You gotta be like, no, like Uncle Bob say, the people worth hurting for. You know? And they ain't worth hurting for, they hurting you more than they ever could not. And they think everything's supposed to go away. Now they're vampires, they just want to feed us up. Who do you work for, kind of shit? With a license to chill. Highly meditating. You better be. Because, honey, baby, the freaks come out at night. Chakras loaded and ready. Zen is fuck. Chilling like a sloth. I say like a boss. But I say sloth. Don't let dumbasses get you down. Because, honey, sloth said they ain't, honey. They telling you, but not you. Inner peace is my bitch. That's how they be feeling. Then they lose control. Then they want to be around you. They know how to act and be grounded. They ain't shit. Acceptance, better watch out. I'm coming for it next. See? They don't want you to accept the truth about them. That's why I said go hard on that acceptance of the truth. And then don't go cold. Pick who, pick your battles. Pick your people that are worth hurting for. People that ain't hurting you intentionally, ain't doing nothing to you, ain't did nothing to you. And then motherfuckers you going hard for, they causing you to do all kind of stuff to the people that you shouldn't be doing nothing to. You see, just a trippy bunch of bullshit. Tastes like a pile of bullshit. For real. Y'all may want to gargle with some of y'all drinking the wine is helping. That's funny. Y'all may want to gargle with some sea salt water. Just to because salt gets you rid of demons too. Just some hot water, some sea salt. Because people are complaining about their, it's people I've seen. I don't need to see but 2. 1 or 2, honey. And somebody saying, oh, shit, that's what they doing. They don't want you to come together to know that everybody is going through this, And then sometimes stupid ass motherfuckers like a doctor or a dentist will get in the bed with these motherfuckers and they trick them. Like prior to meeting them, bitch, when your practice going? You know what I'm saying? Like at what point did you decide? What did they catch you at a low point? Like Satan pull up on Jesus and Jesus told him, get to behind me. I can give you all of this. You don't own none of this. So how the fuck do you fall for this kind of shit? It's what I'm trying to understand. What you mean keep the party going? What about just teeth cleaning and scrapings? What if somebody want braces? I mean, there's other shit, bitch, than root canals and tooth pain. Give me a fucking break.